What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome to Tuesday night. And you in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the king of kings, the king of content, and the speaker of truth, yours truly, the notorious one, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the prognosticator, Coach Jadamas. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but you can call me CGA, C God Allah, and I'll be the 14-time demonetized champion of YouTube. We got a great show for you today. Hold on, let me get this camera. A little too high. All right. Anyway, we got a great show for you lined up today. Today, we're going to talk about how men are manipulated by the book, The 5 Love Languages. And for those that want to know, I read the book. All right. I did my homework. All right. But physical copy having ass ninja, just like an old man. And yes, these pages are well read. And I've read the book. We're going to talk about this particular book. The 5 Love Languages is how men can be manipulated by this book and how predatory women will use this book to manipulate men. We're going to break that down. I did a stream on this in around the 2020 or 2021. Full streams are available on Vimeo on the CoachGregAdams.tv channel. A lot of my older content is over there, stripped from YouTube, and it resides over there. That's why if you're finding, well, you're like, hey, Coach, I can't find your older content. Well, I stripped it from YouTube for a variety of reasons. But yeah, I did a stream on this one. Longer version will be available. We'll attack that part. We also have how to reward women and people, how men typically or look to reward women versus how they prefer to be rewarded. We're going to talk about that, plus mode 1, 2, 3, and 4 as ninjas, possibly if we have time. Plus the game. We listen, but we don't judge. Goes bad with the married couple. And we'll reveal that skit on Straggle and Sniggle Theater. But to contribute to today's show, $, the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo. Coach Greg Adams TV, PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat. New world on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Let's see if there's any earlier contributors, ninjas getting off of work, or people super chatted right when I dipped. So I got to acknowledge them. Shout out to NGN. The next show, how men are the new women, ass ninjas. As Gen Z, he says, I find it freeing to know that since everything is transactional, the solution is to get that money up. All right. Yes.
I got money.
And he says, AKA Boss Up 2025. My new intro.
You better boss up, nigga.
My new intro was Boss Up. That's the title of that intro. And he says right here, do you think the West is redeemable? If anything, it might be with Gen Beta coming up. Gen Beta, did you guys know? It should not be a surprise. The new generation is called Gen Beta. And those are kids that are born in this day. Maybe because Donald Trump is the president, he making America great again. Elon Musk is doing Nazi salutes.
Look at my African-American over here.
And Elon Musk is an African-American.
Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
But kids born today and for the next 13, 14, 15 years, they're going to be a Gen Beta. Now, people don't realize that they've been already going down this course. This should not be a surprise because Gen X is my generation. Gen Y are the millennials. Gen Z are the zennials, or the people that reside as the crazy Duke shooting ass medicated generation. Gen A is Gen Alpha and Beta. All right. So as you can see, they're starting over here and they're just going to keep probably going down that line, possibly pursuing the Greek alphabet. I don't know where the next generation is after that, but most of y'all going to be dead anyway. But Gen Beta might be a clue in as to where we go. So he's saying Gen Beta is going to be more traditional. Are they going to save the West? Or are they going to be beta males? I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe they might be more reading Rainbow, or maybe they'll be more traditional.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
All right. X, Y, Z, Alpha, Beta, Delta, Theta. All right. All right. Zeta, Data, Zeta, Delta, Tau. All right. Gamma is going to be next. Gamma rays. All right, shout out to you right there. Is the West redeemable? If it is, it ain't gonna be benefiting me, I suppose. Maybe you guys. Maybe you guys. All right, anyway, shout out to you, Kevin W, back in here. Shout out to Kevin, the software tester W. I believe that's him. All right, legendary brother. How's your business going? Hope your business is going well. All right. And let me check the Cash App. People just getting out of work. You're excited about listening to the show. Shout out to PI Double says, does the 125K sex robot say oochie ouchie? All right, I hope she does. Or this.
What kind of fuck you give me?
I hope she says one of those things. Oochie ouchie. All right, I love that.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Some men are submissives. You guys know that? You know, they like the woman to dominate. You know, not me.
I like to get dominated.
I'm definitely in the domination. All right, I ain't about to. This is power. All right, I'm in the dominating. Give me those wrists. All right, anyway. Ladies are like, all right, they're like, oh, daddy. All right, daddy, take it easy out here.
Are you tired?
Wait a minute. Hold on for a second.
Get him, daddy.
All right. Oh, you want to know what that sound effect is? I don't play that sound effect anymore, but hey, check this sound effect.
Are you tired of looking whack? Do you want to look cool? Are you tired of people being in your business?
Get some lokes. All right, but yes, do you want some swag?
Are you tired of looking whack? Do you want to look cool? Are you tired of people being in your business?
I am tired of that. All right, but I got my hater blockers on. So I'm going to get my hater blockers on. I'm tired of you. All right. Yes, I'm tired of you being in my business. All right. Shout out to Above the Law. You tired of people in your business? All right. I'm tired of it. It's just all in my business. Shout out to PI Double. Says, does the sex robot say oochie ouchie? Maybe you can program it. Maybe you can program it to do so. I hope I can. All right. I mean, I'm going to be a little too old to be clapping a robot, but I don't know. Shout out to Maryland Guy. He joins us. Maryland Guy says, what up, coach? He says, go on any dating app right now. The Latinas are popping on there. He says, you know, they trying to find Americans to latch onto and impregnate them because they know what's coming. Shout out to the Latinas, man. Latinas are a special breed of woman, man. I'm going to tell you. They come with pros and cons. You know what I mean? You just got to take your trade-offs with your Latina. All right? They could be crazy. That's number one. I got to cut you. They could be either crazy or toxica or hella submissive. All right? But if she speaks Spanish, it's going to be, all right. You got to watch out, you know, if she speaks Spanish, because she could be fiery, you know what I mean? Passionate Latina.
Now I got to cut you.
They do look good. And if you breathe on them too hard, they could get pregnant. I mean, so please plan on getting your Latina pregnant. And they could get pregnant at the drop of a hat. You know, they fertile myrtle. Plus, a lot of them tend to pursue, you know, the Catholic upbringing. If they're true to their family, they don't take birth control. My man said they all look alike. All right. Hey, listen, you know.
Oh, the humanity.
They do tend to look, there's not a lot of variance in the Latina community. I mean, first of all, it's hard to find like a tall one. You know what I mean? They hard to find tall. You know, if you somewhere near Juarez, El Paso, they hard to find long-legged, you know what I mean? So if you like a long-legged, flat-back Latina, they hard to find. So they oftentimes going to be, you know, scrunched up, you know what I mean? So it does look good when they're younger. As they get older, you know what's about to happen, brother. Is this, wait a minute, it's the wrong sound effect. It's inevitable. All right, they're going to turn into a gordita, okay? They're going to turn into a gordita. I mean, you can't even prevent this. It's going to happen. There's a 98% chance a torta is going to happen there. I'm just letting you know. So just count on that. Yeah. So you got to really search out the long-legged ones. You know what I mean? Because if they come in 5'5" or below, torta incoming. So there's that. You know, you're just going to have to deal with that. And it doesn't slim down. You know what I mean? They're going to have to, you know, once they get about 17, all right, torta incoming. It's going to happen, bro. And you put a baby in them, there's no going back. But, you know, that doesn't mean doesn't mean they're bad women. You know what I mean? They still could be a good woman. But yeah, it's a torta incoming, bro. And if she's still eating on, you know what I mean, beans and rice and any of those floury tortilla meals, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Wrap it on up. Fupa print incoming. All right. All right. Anyway. Like, when was the last time you saw a Latina jogging? Not in Miami. All right. Ninja said Miami. Miami is an outlier state. It's like Miami, LA, Atlanta, New York. These are outliers. Show me the women jogging in El Paso, Texas. You know what I mean? Show me the jogging Latinas in El Paso. All right. It's not going to see it. You know what I mean? They don't be out there jogging and shit in San Antonio. And they don't come in merry variations. It's all dark hair. Some have curly dark hair. Some have straight dark hair. Some have curly dark hair that straighten it. And the rest have curly dark hair that don't straighten it. All right. Anyway, shout out to my Latinas out there. Hey, you got to get your Latinas early, bro. You got to be like at the gate. You know what I mean? At Central. You got to be at the gate at Cesar Chavez High School. Like, all right, right off the assembly line. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. Okay, you can keep going. All right, let's see here. All right. You can't wait till like 32 and be like, let me get. All right, anyway. Y'all like, hey, but it's Tuesday. Cesar Chavez High School, you be like, all right, let me see here. What do we got? All right, there we go right there. You got your diploma? All right, step to the side here. We'll check on you. All right, stick your arms out. Yeah, those are some hairy-ass arms. Keep going. All right, what do we got here? All right, anyway. All right. All right, Latina's like, why we catching heat, coach? Hey, here's the deal, man. And I want you to realize this. Black men, I want you to listen. There's Latina brothers in here. Press a 1 if you're a Latina brother. These men are not crashing out. You don't see none of these Latinos like, why are you being racist against Mexicans? Nobody's even saying anything. Now, if I talk about black women, why everything got to be about race from niggas? But when I talk about Ling Ling, when I talk about Latinas, I don't see Ricky Tan crashing out. I don't see the Latino brothers, my vatos, orderly. I don't see them crashing out. Que pasa? They don't crash out. They literally laugh and sniggle and they just let it slide off. They don't care. They don't be like, man, I'm going to come get you, man. More bounce to the ounce. Take notes, ninjas. Take notes. I really talk about all people. I'm an equal opportunity. All right, put down, man. I'm a equal opportunity. I get everybody. On my show. But pro-blacks are the only men in here that crash out. Black women be like, you're just talking about us all the time. And I'm like, I literally talk about everybody. But it's only the black men and it's most of some women. Black women don't mess with me too much. But it be the black men be crashing out. My Latino brothers, man. Que onda, man. Que pasa? Que lo que in the Dominican Republic. All right. They don't crash out. Take notes, ninja. All right. Mi vida loca. All right. Here we go. Like here. Si se puede. All right. Here we go right there. They don't take they now fight and try to stab me because you know they got a knife.
Now I got to cut you.
Yeah. Everybody get the smoke on my channel, but the black men be like, you're always talking about us. Go. Black men. Sensitive ninjas. All right, yeah, man. He said, we don't fake it, we just take it. And it's all out of love. It's all out of love, man. All right, but anyway, K-Lo-K. Let me check if there's some other brothers. Maryland guy's going to go get him some Latinas. And not all Latinas are the same, just depending on what country you go to. They got slight differences, you know, in food and diet. So be careful, you know, choose your Latinas properly. Might do a show on it. I might actually bring some Latinas on from every single culture. And I can tell you, I got my Latinas down. I can tell a Puerto Rican from a mile away. All right, I know a Puerto Rican when I see one. Now, sometimes they look Dominican. You know, the Dominican, Puerto Rican, you know, you can get quite confused, especially in New York. You don't know what you're dealing with. But I tell you, I had a Dominican barber. When I lived in New York. Now, here's the thing, man. Dominicans be like, me no black poppy, but they cut hair like niggas. You know what I mean? It's just... They cut hair like ninjas. Like, they're ninjas, but they be like, me no black poppy. And then when you go in there, they doing ninja shit. Smoking weed, selling basketball jerseys. They late. You know what I mean? They could cut hair, hella hair. They could cut black beings' hair from any black. They black poppy. Right? They black poppy. And, you know, they got the whole thing down. They be saying the N-word. You be like, they say nigga more than me. I'll be like, bruh. Are you black or what, Poppy? You're saying the N-word every other word. All right. All right. They use a razor blade. Like, you know what I mean? They got that Latino thing with the razor blade. They be like, let me hit you up, Poppy. All right. It's crazy. All right. Ninja, my Dominican barber was hella late, bruh. I be looking at him. He just strolled in like, I'm like, you're an hour and a half late, bruh. You're an hour and a half. My Dominican barber used to show up hella late. I'm like, nigga, do you have a watch? And he wasn't even in a rush when he got there. He was just high as hell. I'm like, oh my God. But he could cut hair, though. He could cut hair. And then them young Dominican chicks would come in and out. And I'd be like... And then I'm like trying not to look. And I'm like, whose sister is that, bruh? Whose sister in that? That, man, them. Anyway, I don't want to get a pedophile charge. But they be some girls going in and out. I'll be like, yeah, bruh. Is that your sister? Because I'll wait outside. Never mind. I won't say it because y'all going to charge me for it.
Oh, the humanity.
You can't hear the buzzer? All right, anyway. All right, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. Who can't hear the buzzer? I can hear the buzzer. But shout out to my Dominicanas, all right, my Dominican mommies, my Puerto Rican mommies, morenas, my Puerto Rican morenas. All right, Boricuas, morenas. Shout out to my morenas in Puerto Rico, honey. All right. Shout out to my Mexicans, all right? Shout out to the Mexicans, all right? Viva la raza. All right, I could tell a Mexican from a mile away. Ain't just built like a box. You know what I mean? They don't got no curves. At the bottom, you know, they'll have some big titties, but you know, right about from the rib cage down, it's going to look like SpongeBob SquarePants, if you're lucky. If not, it's going to look like a refrigerator. I mean, at the end of the day. All right, we're just messing around. We're just messing around. And if there's a whole bunch of other Latinas, even Brazilian, South American Latinas, mommies. They got all kind of Hondurans and Guatemalans. Shout out to the women in Honduras. My Honduras women. Shout out to my women in Honduras, man. I had a Honduras woman from Honduras. She was great, like built like a Mayan or an Incan. She was like 5'1", and I'm short, but she was built like a whole Inca or a Mayan. I don't know what the hell she was from. I was like, boy. And she was like, I'm tall in the family. I was like, holy mackerel. All right, so shout out to her, man. My Honduras mommy was nice. Boy, she had that wet. She was a nice looking girl. And she was kind of mostly black. Like, you know, in Honduras and that side of Mexico, they got a lot of African descendants in there. So she reflected black. Like, she looked like a light-skinned black girl. Curly, beautiful, curly, greasy hair. All right. Shout out to the Hondurans. All right. She was a little one, man. I tell you. All right. Anyway, let's get in here. Shout out to the Latinas, the Costa Ricans. I'm going to be in Costa Rica coming soon, so I'll be there. I think we can get on with the show. Prince says supporting early. He says, don't go in on Nigerians too much this stream. Do you think it's better to get in the okay, I'll leave the Nigerians alone. He says right here, do you think it's better to get into real estate, crypto, or stonks? If you're in your 20s, he says, I know in your book you talked about not boxing yourself in with a single family home and stuff like that. So you're talking about buying a house, different than real estate, because you can also flip homes, get into investing. You can also be a property owner and rent properties, rental, Airbnb, although Airbnb is getting tough. You also can own land and get into real estate as an agent or a mortgage broker. And also you can be a commercial real estate person. So it depends on real estate. Crypto is, you know, crypto I think is going to be around for a long time. It's just how comfortable you want to invest in it. People think, oh, it's going nowhere. I've been saying that for 12 years. All right. Y'all been saying that for 12 years. And the market is the market. So, you know, we talk about this on a money mindset, dollar cost averaging. I don't think you can lose. Now, you can lose if you out here gambling. But join the money mindset, man. The money mindset is legit. We break all that stuff down significantly so people can know your investment strategy. Your investment strategy is very important. And for people that want to know, I'm going to give you a freebie here for the freebies. Okay, for the freebie people here, the freebie BGs. For the freebie BGs, know your investment strategy. That's it. We talk about it. Most of you guys are confused about investing because you have no strategy. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're trying to know everything and think that you're trying to diversify. You know what? Fuck y'all. No freebies. Y'all niggas ain't hitting the like button. I ain't telling y'all shit. All right, first of all, y'all need to get a job. Get a fucking job. All right. Get a fucking job first. Niggas ain't got no job and they want investment and business advice from me. Nah, fuck y'all. All right, hell no. My name ain't Richard Fain. My name ain't whatever that other little dude name. I can't remember. Man, go subscribe to the damn money mindset. Y'all niggas ain't niggas ain't got no job. You ain't never invested in shit. All right, you ain't got no investment strategy. You want me to tell you over YouTube? I don't think so, nigga. Money mindset is in the building, brothers. Here we go.
I got money.
Get a job. Get a job. All right, anyway. It just ain't got no job yet, bruh. Talking about investment. But my brother Prince got a job. He's got a job. But you ain't even got a job, bruh. Let's get a job first. No freebies. And then just no freebies around here, nigga. No freebies. Graham Stephan is who I was thinking about. Graham Stephan. You know, people will say things like this. You can learn information on YouTube for free. Okay, then why the fuck have you been watching Graham Stephan for 5 years and you still don't have a money market account? You still don't have a money market account. You ain't even got on Coinbase. I mean, bruh, you haven't hit Coinbase yet. And it's 2025 talking about I can learn it for free. And Coinbase ain't even crossed your mind yet. You know, you don't pay. You don't play. It's crazy. Why is this buzzer so loud? I see what happened. Maybe you were being facetious. The buzzer is loud. Okay. All right. You know what? Not messing around here. Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me. You can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky. Come get high with me. That's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, we got a couple of videos here. We only have 3 segments. Oh, it is loud. So that's what the guy was doing. He was being facetious, saying he can't hear the buzzer. Oh, I get it. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is good. All right, sarcasm is good. Okay, all right. We got Straggle Sniggle Theater here. Name this city right here. What city is this right here? Take a look at these YNs. All right, apparently they're going for a joyride. Oh, we got the city. We do have the city here. You don't need any volume here, but take a look. I do have the city, and Anthony Brian Logan will be proud here. I believe he's from this area. Shout out to ABL. And take a look at these YNs, bruh. What the hell, man? Not in the tunnel. Princess Diana's rolling over in her grave right here. Like, this is crazy. You trying to die. I mean, one, you at least trying to catch a road rash. You're at least trying to catch a road rash. I mean, wow. I mean, when I was young, we did stupid shit, but this is dumb. I mean, listen, what city is this? Hampton, Virginia is where it is. Hampton, Virginia. And Virginia is an interesting state. They have a good side of Virginia and a ghetto side of Virginia. All right, just like a lot of places here. But these YNs trying to die. Anything. I mean, is he even recording this for? Yeah. I mean, this looks like a scene from I Know What You Did Last Summer. All right, but hey, man, one bump and you, man, your body gonna look like ground beef if you stay alive. Hampton, Virginia it is. All right, anyway, right here. All right, definitely on the weed. I mean, whatever strain of weed he got, it's pretty good. And the driver, you know, the driver almost killed him right there. All right, look at him, boy. Subway. We had Subway Surfers yesterday, and now this. All right, be careful out there, my young G's. Be careful out there. Shout out to Hampton, Virginia. Virginia. All right, Straggle Sniggle Theater here. All men pay, right? And free women cost the most. These are philosophies that we teach men to understand what you're going to deal with here. Let's take a look here. Take a look at this skit. We've seen various variety of or variations of this skit right here where men be like, no, I got a girlfriend, coach. I don't pay. Oh, yes, you do. Because look at free women cost the most. Look at happy wife, happy life. And look at the free agent lifestyle. Hey, man, all men pay. Look at her. She got a purse and my man got a whole, what is this? What did he have there? It looks like he had probably a video card, a capture card or some sort of thing so he can game all weekend. You, on the other hand, happy wife, happy life. You got a piece of bag that you ain't gonna never use. You got a piece of leather with a hole in it that you're gonna continue to fill. All right, you're gonna continue to fill. She's gonna have to get all kind of knickknacks and napkins and makeup and all that stuff. It's free agent lifestyle for life. Oh, he got a graphics card. Looks like he got a graphics card. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. And he's smiling. Look at him. Uh-huh, sir. Yeah. I don't pay for punani, coach. Oh, yes, you do, sir. Oh, yes, you do. And look at you. You just spent $5,000 on a bag. Plus, them bags cost a lot of money. All right. And she's going to give you a piece of punani that you already got. Oh, okay. I guess I'll give you some punani. You bought me a bag. Happy wife, happy life. All men pay. All men pay. Yes, they do. Yeah, but she likes him too. But at least my girl likes me. Oh, okay. That's why you had to buy that bag, huh? That's why you had to buy that bag. All right, yeah, she really likes you. If she really liked you, she would have bought her own bag. Yeah, she would have. She would have bought her own bag. All right, I don't pay, coach. I don't pay. Okay. All right, we got this one out here. I was just talking about this, and someone found a clip. It says right here, I put my phone in my back pocket, and look what I saw. Remember, we talked about the art of female manipulation, whereas when I say it, you think, oh, women are just trying to manipulate men. I say no, but they do manipulate men all the time, and they use their sexuality in many times, in many ways to do it. Right? They use sex in many ways to do it. So here's an example. I talked about this, women putting their phone in their back pocket. Now, before they do this, they're going to dress scantily clad. All right. To really get the effect going, to really make sure a guy looks so she can really get the responses on the camera. Okay. So let's see what we got here. No volume because there's music on the back. So she says, I put my phone, and there she is. Oh, and that was a guy with his wife, his black wife. And take a look at these guys right here, starving. There's Hector. All right. And she goes to the Home Depot as well. I mean, look at these ninjas. They starving. Them ninjas is starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, look at Hector with his black wife right there. Look. And look at these guys right here. All right, starving like Marvin, of course. This is called female manipulation. All right, anything for views and attention. Of course, all men pay, as we say here. And this is her manipulating the system here. Why is she in Home Depot, number one, looking like a teenager? And, of course, the guys are going to look. I mean, it's no problem in looking. But, of course, you have old men of a variety of age. Even though she looks young, you still have men, 50 years old, 60 years old, still looking. And this is our reality. So when men say, I don't know why a man would look at a young girl, please. All right, look at him. That old man right there, he 50 and 60. He got granddaughters her age probably. He don't give a fuck. He still want to bend her ass over. That's it. Bend her ass over. So look, you're seeing this right now. Anything to be able to gather the attention and feel, get that dopamine hit. But my girl likes me, coach. Anything to get that dopamine hit. All right. So we tell you, man. Yep. Men like them young. All these men are like double her age for sure. If not triple. That guy, not so much, but he is for sure. All right. Triple her age. All right. I met this girl yesterday. All right. And she was like, how old are you? And I was like, it's get 'em daddy season.
Get him, daddy.
And I have evidence. My friend was with me here, famous YouTuber. And he was with me. And we had seen her all night. We went to the 8 Cigar Lounge and we were chilling. And this nice piece of calico was there. I was like, whew. All right. I was like, hey, man, what's your name? You look like someone I want to see her feet. All right. Definitely want to see your feet out here. I got to see them feet.
That's who I am. I own that shit. And if a chick's got great feet, I'm looking.
So I was like, I might want to see your feet. And she was like, oh, okay, cool, Poppy. All right, daddy.
Get him, daddy.
She said, how old are you? I said, it's get 'em daddy age. I'm get 'em daddy age.
Get him, daddy.
She said,
okay, daddy.
and she said, do you know how old I am? And I was like, no, but I'm going to guess. How old do you think she was? How old would she think she was? Because if I say it, boy, she didn't look her age, though. She definitely didn't look her age. I'm going to tell you. But, ooh, wait. All right. This proves what we're saying here. And ain't no shame in my game, brother. I was starving. I was like.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right. I was like, woo, wait. All right. You're going to be a killer. All right. Here we go right here. All right. Anyway, she told me her age. And I said, well, I guess we're not having drinks where we're going. All right. We definitely are not having drinks. But it's fully legal. All right, it will be legal. But boy, she was a stone cold killer out here. She was a killer. All right, anyway. She was a stone cold killer. But she was on her get 'em daddy season out here.
Get him, daddy.
Oh, yeah, man. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Ninjas is calling me names on the other side of the screen. Straggle at Sniggle Theater. I played this clip long time ago. All right, long time ago. I played this clip. Remember this clip? I used to have this clip saved. Fitness influencers. So take a look at this fitness influencer here. It looks like a white girl, blonde, fake blonde ponytail. Look at the curves here. All right, look at the curves. Who remembers this video from my old archives? Take a look at this. But take a look at how she got the curves. Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, no. They putting butt. Look at that. They gave her a booty or a woody. They gave her a fake woody. Oh, man. It's too good to be true. When you're dealing with flatbacks, you got to know, man, most of it ain't natural. All right. They get boobies when they graduate from high school. They're putting fake booty pads in her yoga pants. All right. To look. And they're selling these yoga pants right there. Boy, they got us, man. Damn. She got us with the fake woody.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right. Look at that. Manipulation. Remember when I tell you female manipulation, man, it's real. Female manipulation is real. This is manipulation, wouldn't you say? So people always say, Coach, you just talk negative. You must have been hurt. And then when I say, dude, I'm just telling you how females manipulate, use their sexuality, that's what they're doing. And it's innocent. Well, it seems innocent, right? Oh, well, that's different, Coach. No, that's female manipulation. All right, so you got pancakes right here, and all of a sudden, you got a woody. All right, that's crazy. Now you got a woody. So it's something like this, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, crazy, man. Be careful out here, gentlemen. You're getting manipulated in many ways, certainly on Instagram or TikTok. How they are not how you see them, especially on the social media. They're hiding fat, all kind of shit. What are we doing here? All right, we got this one. We got this guy right here. Of course, all men pay. Look at this. Beta Brad, the husband. Beta Brad, the husband. Boy, does he look stressed out. Look at them. He's all pensive. Eyebrows all furrowed. Look, he's got that natural crease in between his forehead. Take a look at me. Take a look at me for a second here. Mine's is coming in. All right, but I haven't been married for like the last 13 years. I haven't been married. I've been single for the last 13 years. Look at my face. Ladies, look at my face. This is the face of a single man, a free agent, a ninja that's winning out here. Now, let me show you what a married man looks like right here. Stressed the fuck out. Look at him. All right, he's still got a little bit of hair right there, but he's stressed out. Naturally stressed the fuck out. He gone. All right, so look at him. Bags under his eyes. He is just figuring out how to keep this alive. And she's like, we don't have enough condiments in the fridge. I need a Sub-Zero, honey. We need to remodel the kitchen, ass ninja. All right, look at him. I don't pay, Coach. Yes, you do. You're aging like a banana, sir. You're aging like a banana. All right, sir, you're stressed out. You're anxious as to keep all of this shit up. She be spending money like a motherfucker. All right, so let's see what Beta Brad has to say about his marriage here and if he pays for punani. Here we go.
The good news about erectile dysfunction is that it can be cured with diet and exercise. The hard part is getting your wife to diet and exercise.
Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, sir, that's not going. You're going several more days without marital missionary. You're going several more days, and that is frustration talking there. She was not expecting that. But that's frustration right there, man. He hasn't fucked that woman. He hasn't fucked her in years. They've had intercourse, though. But I don't believe in erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction can be cured by a 21-year-old woman. Yes. You know, trade in the 36-year-old woman, bring in the 21-year-old woman. All right, that's her. And then all of a sudden, reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. All right, he'll be up and happy to go and jipper. All right, he'd be ready to go. But he said right there, he said what he said. Marriage advice. Listen up, gentlemen.
The good news about erectile dysfunction is that it can be cured with diet and exercise. The hard part is getting your wife to diet and exercise.
Yep, no sloppy titties for you, sir. Yep, no sex for you. Look at her. There's your wife, Coach. My girl's going to be dressed up in Victoria's Secret panties all the time. No, she's not. She's going to be in big oversized sweats, booty shorts, you know, not good booty shorts. They're going to be the lazy booty shorts. They're going to be like boxers. And then, you know, look at her hair. Ain't give no effort. But when she steps outside before she goes, she's like, let me fix my face. I'm like, ma'am, why didn't you fix your face when you were sitting here with me? Why didn't you fix your face? Ma'am, you've been sitting with me all weekend. You didn't think once to fix your face. Now we're about to, all right, honey, let's go. We're about to get the kids. Let's get in the car. Hold on for a second. I got to fix my face. Wait. You could have, no respect. All right, no respect. Hey, there we go right there. Saggy Waggy's out. She definitely breastfed a couple of kids. And look at her, not a stitch of makeup there. She's not looking too good. She actually looks sick. All right, and look at him. He has not fucked a woman in years, man. He hasn't. Like, he hasn't clapped no cheeks in years. Beta Brad. If he did, he cheated on her. We probably know that, too. All right, anyway. He's not getting any punani either that night. No marital missionary for you. It's just a joke, Coach. It's just a joke. All right, what do we got here? We have the game. You know that game where they say we listen, but we don't judge? And then normally it's going to be something that you would be quite offended by. You're like, oh, my God. Be careful with the game, we listen, but we don't judge. Because basically you're going to hear something you don't want to know. So apparently this married couple, it's a skit. Y'all relax. It's a skit. This is a woman here. There she is right there. Shout out to her. And of course, let me just frame this real quick. This is your wife. Coach, I want to get married, I have a legacy, and I want to have a sexy woman, and she's going to be available for me for sex all the time. Okay, this is what wives look like when they're home with you. All right, she don't have her wig on. All right. Gentlemen, married men, young men, listen to me. I'm trying to put y'all up on game. I'm going to have in-home vagina. She's going to be sexy for me and dress up. She's going to look beautiful, and I'll have sex with her whenever I want. No, you're not. She's going to look like a slob. 90% of the time you're with her. 90. She ain't going to make much effort. Now, as soon as it's time to go to work or go outside, she'll get dressed up. As soon as it's time for you to take her to dinner, she'll get dressed up. But yeah, she looking like Miss Seeley in this motherfucker. Shout out to our brother here, the steel curtain. She over here looking like Miss Seeley, just sitting up there, ain't jumped in the shower once. Peace sleeve just... All right, anyway. Huff, muff. This is what you need to expect. This is what you need to expect. That's a married woman. She just sitting there chilling. All right, here we go right here. We listen, but we don't judge. She's a beautiful woman, by the way. Shout out to her. That's a beautiful woman. Is that a tattoo? That's crazy to put a tattoo right there. She probably put it there when she was younger before it was all flapjacks right there. Now it's flapjacks. All right, so anyway, we listen, but we don't judge. Here we go.
You sure this ain't a prank? You sure you ain't gonna get married?
Yes, that's the whole point of we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge.
I close my eyes when we have sex because I hate your face. I got my wedding vows off Google. Every time I did something nice for you, I was making up for cheating. I hate coming home to you.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, no, man. Damn, brothers, you. Boy, he had to get that off his chest. She need to get that tattoo off her chest. But, you know, these are things that I've told you about. I've told you about those things. And did I have the nigga alarm in there? I did. 9-volt battery, niggas. All right, you can do that. 9-volt battery. But I told you, men are nice to their wives after they cheat with them. And so since they're getting stuff off their chest, you know, she's got to accept it. She said, yay. You know, ladies, I'll tell you a secret. Don't ever tell CGA that he didn't put you up on game. Guys, we're going to give away a secret. Are we ready? Ladies, we listen, but we don't judge. Ladies, listen up. Married men, I'm about to throw you under the bus. All right. Hopefully your wife is not listening. Gentlemen, young bird-chested ninjas, pay attention. This is how you do it. When you cheat on your wife, there's a high chance that after you cheat on her, which I don't advise you cheating, but I can't stop you. When you cheat on your wife, you're going to feel very guilty about it. You're going to feel guilty. What's going to happen is you're going to get the minivan. You're going to run to the store. You're going to meet the fat chick that works in accounting, and you're going to set it up to clap her cheeks in the minivan. And what you'll do is you'll clap her cheeks in the minivan. You know what I mean? You'll do a store run. I got to go get some milk. And you'll go down there. You'll go to the damn Piggly Wiggly. And you'll clap the fat secretary because that's the only girl you can have. All right. And so what'll happen is the whole minivan will smell like pussy, all right, after you're done, because you're not used to, having intimacy with other women, so you sloppy with your work. She got a peace sleeve stain and dookie crumbs all over your kid's back seat where they gonna be crawling and playing. You clap her cheeks, the whole minivan smell like pussy. She leave a wet spot right there. She got hair. She done shedded hair all over your thing. She done dropped the lip glop all under the seat. You sloppy with your work, I smell pussy. You're very sloppy with your work. And then what's going to mess you up is that the whole van going to smell like peace leave. Now you rolling all the windows down and you done forgot. She got that Hummer. It smell like an armpit skunk in the back. And you just like got to go home because your wife's going to know like, hey, you've been gone for 35 minutes. Right? She keeping a timer. Where are you? All right. So you're like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? You got to get the Febreze and get the wet spot out. You try to think because you all hella sloppy. You can't take it to the car wash. It's just time. Keep on ticking. You got to be back home. So you're going to feel hella guilty. You know what I mean? You're going to be guilty. So the next day, this is what you're going to do. Yep. She didn't let the hair tie. It's just sloppy work. Married men get caught all the time because they're sloppy. They just ain't in a rhythm yet. You know what I mean? It's best to go down to Figueroa or get you a JUCO, a sugar baby. You're just all sloppy with the shit. So what'll happen is with your sloppiness and your desperation for intimacy and fornication, what's going to happen is you're going to feel hella guilty. You're going to hope that she just don't smell pussy in the morning. You'll leave the windows down or the sunroof or the moonroof. You'll leave it down so it can smell. And there's mosquitoes and coyotes in there and shit, rattlesnakes and spiders. All right, so you're like, I'll risk that, but I cannot have her hop in the van taking the kids to preschool with the van smelling like pussy. So next day, ladies, pay attention. Next day, your husband's going to come home from work hoping you haven't discovered his secret. And she probably discovered the secret, but she won't tell. She won't tell at all. So what's going to happen is, ladies, pay attention. This ninja's going to come back from work. Oh, honey. Oh, I appreciate you so much. Give me a hug. You kissing her. Kissing her on the forehead. She's standing there with a spatula, all right, in a dirty diaper. Like, what the fuck's going on here? She ain't take a shower and shit. And you're like, oh, honey, I love you so much. I was just thinking about you all day. I love you so. Here, honey, here's a bouquet of flowers. Here's 3 bouquets of flowers. Here, honey, here, it's for you. Matter of fact, I got gift certificates to Olive Garden, too. We're going out for date night on Thursday. This ninja definitely cheated. Married men are like, nigga, oh my God, bruh, it's the evening show. Shut the fuck up. Ixnay. The fuck, man? Hey, shut up. Yep, that overcompensation. The wife, Ninja's wife is looking at him like, he like, not me, honey. All right, I don't do that. Married dudes are like, hey, that's what you get for being a married simp. All right, I'm throwing your ass under the bus today. All right, Ninjas is like, hey, donate to me. I'll be quiet. All right, but I'll keep talking if I don't see that Cash App stream. I don't see that Cash App ringing. So guess what? You want to know something else, ladies? All right, I'll stop. I see some donations coming in. Okay, ladies, I was just joking, by the way. I was joking about the minivan, the wet spot in the kid's car seat. I'm completely joking. This is a joke. This is a joke. He's nice to you because he loves you. He's nice to you because he loves you. All right, so anyway. All right, anyway, ninjas are upset. Damn, the numbers are going down in this stream. Where's everybody going? All right, the merry men that closed the stream. All right, anyway. All right, okay, anyway. Let's get back to the show. All right, so we left off right here. This man saying, I close my eyes when I have sex with you and think of another woman. All right, these are all things right here. He thinks she has an ugly face. So she, I think, is going to play the game too. Let's see what she has to say. If she plays the game, we listen, but we don't judge. Here we go.
We listen and we don't judge. Our daughter is not yours.
See?
Oh, the humanity.
There you go, guys. There you go. Yeah, we're going to hope this is a skit. But see, he played too much. You don't realize, man, women are the queen of petty. Because they play evil games. All right? You thought you were setting her straight. You thought, I'm going to keep my girl in check. But whoops. She had one a little better than yours, sir. Yeah, you thought you was trying to tell her to go to the gym so you can get your erectile dysfunction cured. Oh, she got you. You gonna need a DNA test. Oh, okay. Ring the fucking bell. You thought you had one up. How you feel about this game now? You want to play with women? You think this is a game? They just think because they're a man, we're a man, and women should honor us and loyal to us. You want to play games with women? Oh, they're built for this shit. They're built to really gouge your heart out of your chest. And while he's going to say, I was just playing, this man is going to be thinking about that for the rest of his life. The rest of your life, sir. How you like them apples? Don't play with these women, man. They got time to sit around and fuck your life up. All right. He said, this ain't Monopoly, Ninja. This ain't checkers. Women got chess when it comes to manipulation, bruh. All right. You sat up there and played in her face. She was like, oh, really? That's funny. Here we go right here. Now this ninja for the rest of his life going to be looking at his kids sideways.
You sure this ain't a prank? You sure you ain't gonna get mad?
Yes, that's the whole point of we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge.
I close my eyes when we had sex because I hate your face. I got my wedding vows off Google. Every time I did something nice for you, I was making up for cheating. I hate coming home to you.
Okay, yeah. We listen and we don't judge. Our daughter is not yours.
Yeah, see? They play the game, are you going to bury me in the desert? All right? Hey, because I got some secrets for you, bruh. You think the secret for you is that you fucked a woman in the minivan of your wife's minivan as you told her, I'm going to go gas up your minivan. All right? Yeah, you're going to need a DNA test, sir. Anyway, Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Man, it's rough. Marriage and relationships are a special thing, man. It is a special thing. We all have insecurities, don't we? Let me check the super chats, move on to the next segment here. This is a great show. And ladies, I was just joking about your husband cheating. Except if he's a Mexican. You know, if he's a Mexican, he definitely took his truck down to Figueroa. His truck was down at the Fig. All right, Mexican ninjas are like, okay, that's it, coach. All right. That's it. All right, Cayete. That's what they're saying to me. That's enough of that shit, bro. All right, we let you go away with the damn. We let you get in on our gorditas, but we're tired now. All right, here we go. You tell it too much. But speaking of too much, my brother Ghost Dog in the building, ringing the bell. Listen.
I'm rich, bitch.
Ghost Dog 45.
I'm rich, bitch.
Ghost Dog 45 with the double sponsorship. Shout out to Ghost Dog 45. Ghost Dog 45 says, thank you, Coach, for your inspiration and guidance for us men to continually strive to be better. Keep doing what you do. Free agent lifestyle for life.
Better boss up, nigga.
It is Boss Up 2025. Let's go, Ghost Dog 25. Appreciate your generosity. Ghost Dog. All right, he helping y'all out, brothers, man. You see the pattern. He helping y'all out. For the brothers who cannot, Ghost Dog 45, I really thank you, sir. H. Lee, I am of Ricky Tan descent, and you crack me up, Coach. Thank you for your guidance and wisdom. Shout out to my brother of the Ricky Tan descent in the building. And look at this, young black men, even the Ricky Tan brothers, they're like, Coach, just joking. It's cool. It's cool, man. They don't take it personal. All right, they don't crash out and be like, man, what's with all the race? They know it's up, man. I appreciate the support. And yeah, man, that was a good start, man. Look at this. Look at this. Let's get into the next segment. Shout out to these brothers here. All right, have you heard of this right here? The way you reward, how you reward women, how to reward women or people in general. If you are starting a business, if you are an employee, if you're looking to climb the ladder of the corporate ladder from some upward mobility, you do have to know how to treat people. You do know how to treat people, and you have to start being an expert in this level of manipulation. All right, there's several things you can do. You can do the pay it forward thing where you can do an act of service, and then you would expect an act of service back, not from that person, but from someone else. Giver's gain is another one of these, how to reward and treat people. And then in kind, people will treat you just as you treat others. You also hear in the Bible, treat people or others the way you would want to be treated. A lot of times we forget these messages, and you would think that, oh, I have a degree and a certification, I should get promoted. But oftentimes people that may be less educated than you or otherwise less qualified than you do get promoted because they know how to reward and treat people and women. Sometimes when your relationship ends, yeah, your girl was tripping, but you forgot how to reward women and treat women, right? You forgot how to reward your girl. And in fact, we're going to get into that in the 5 love languages. A lot of guys think that women should do things on GP, and I disagree. All right, I disagree. I think you should reward women that do well for you. And even the most menial task sometimes requires you to reward her in a certain way. Now, rewards are not always monetary. This is where guys get it wrong. And also, even though she might be dutiful, right? She might be a dutiful wife. That doesn't mean she doesn't get rewarded, right? You're like, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Now, women treat us that way. Well, you're a man. You're doing what a man does. And this is why they are shitty in relationships. This is why they suck in relationships. They'll have their man be a utility and they'll say, hey, you're supposed to do that. Well, that's why they suck at relationships. And sometimes their relationships end because they stop sucking. If you catch my drift, all right? If you catch my drift.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
Okay. But the rewarding people, pay it forward. Treat others the way you want others to treat you. The giver's gain philosophy. These are all the things that we talk about in leveling up, bossing up, in the blue chip mindset, in the money mindset. Because we're constantly reminding you that people are just not inanimate objects. Women aren't inanimate objects. Shout out to Angry Man. I've heard him say that. Women need to be rewarded. If you don't want to be in the process of rewarding women or people, go into monk mode. Because there's a lot of guys out here that are trying to control and manipulate women out of situation, and eventually it's going to backfire on you. It's going to backfire. So I'm in the position of saying you need to reward people, even the custodians, all the way up to the CEO niggeros. If you don't want to, don't get a relationship. Okay, so I'm not a person that be like, oh, I hate relationships because women ain't shit. No, if I'm in a relationship, you reward people. She does what you want her to do, reward her. Now, what you have to figure out, aftercare, right? Aftercare. Remember I taught the idea of aftercare, and there was guys like, I shouldn't have to do this after I fuck a woman. You don't deserve to fuck. Now, doesn't mean if you don't do it, something will happen. But if you don't do something one time, it only takes one time to fuck up your whole life. Okay? So you don't practice aftercare. I shouldn't have to do it. 50 women, no problem, nothing happened. The 51st woman.
Look what she did to my car. Look at this piece of my car. I can't stand it.
Was it worth it?
I can't stand this shit.
Was it worth it? Now all of a sudden you're traumatized. So doesn't mean every time that you don't do it, something's going to happen. But you pick the wrong one, you will get fucked over. All right. And you're going to be scrambling and scraping for shit. So this is things that we talk about with people. Learn how to treat people, learn how to reward people. Yes, this is a consequence of sex. This is a responsibility of intimacy. Yes, you got to make sure the woman gets home. You got to make sure she might be rewarded in some sort of way so that she don't be at home thinking, damn, the nigga didn't even say thank you. Oh, damn, the nigga didn't even do this. Because you might have nutted on her face and she might have been like, damn, I don't like that part. But if you reward her, she might be like, oh, okay. So she might get on her knees next time. Are we doing the thing? Yes. All right. The next time she's like, I didn't like it the first time, but that reward was great. So knees. All right. Now she got hands on her knees. She's ready for the next time. She's like, okay, suck it up, Buttercup. And then she'll start liking it. They have a thing called Pavlov's dog where they practice and talk about the study of rewarding and not rewarding the dog and what the behaviors are. So let me just tell you this. What does a woman want in a reward? Or what do people want in terms of a reward? Well, this is when you have to study psychology a bit. I studied sports psychology in coaching, and coaching is managing people. And all players on your team have different ways they like to be rewarded. And so when you're looking at this, I'm going to teach you a lesson here. You have to learn the difference between an intrinsic award and an extrinsic award. An intrinsic award versus an extrinsic award. An extrinsic award is an example of something tangible, a trophy, a ribbon, a gift, money, a trophy. Did I say trophy? Something like that. Something like that. Like I showed you that married couple going up the escalator with the purse. All right. That's an extrinsic award, a vacation. These things do require money. But an intrinsic award could be something where she's rewarded from within. All right. She's validated. You give her words of affirmation. You give her encouragement. You participate in something she does. You watch a movie that she wanted to watch and she says, honey, I want to watch this movie. But you're like, I don't give a fuck about that movie. That's an example of you didn't reward her. She let you nut on her face. Now it's time to watch the movie. And you say, well, I ain't got to do all that. You man up and then do that 3-4 times. Guess what? Okay. Guess what? She's going to be like, he doesn't care about me. And you're like, but I pay the bills and I bought you a gift and I brought you flowers. But she wanted intrinsic award. She's an intrinsic award person. The flowers were nice, but she wanted you to watch that movie. She wanted you to watch that movie with her. And you have to understand her. This doesn't just apply to women because you goofy ass Mitch ass ninjas that can't afford $100 for snacks a week. You say, I don't have to do all this. Keep playing that game. Keep playing that game. You're going to find out real fast. All right. You're going to find out real fast. Life going to be hard for you. Not only with women, but with people at your job. Not only with people with your job, but your kids. Okay. So it becomes one of those things that if you don't understand it, you're going to falter in many ways, not just with women, but with your kids, with your work, all of that shit. It's going to carry over. That's like when people argue about tipping. Well, I shouldn't have to tip. Okay, guess what? This is why you get bad service. When you don't treat money the way you want money to treat you, you always got an excuse as to why shit fell apart and you couldn't pay somebody. Well, I called them and I did this. I was at a place and there was a tall black woman, looked like Megan Thee Stallion. She didn't look like her, but she was very tall. And of course, it's me, her are the only black people in there. And it's a whole bunch of other people, mostly white. And she in there, but I had called and I had sent an email. She had more excuses than anybody. Everybody in else trying to do shit, and she calling people, and she calling on the side. She trying to, baby, pay your bill, do what you need to do, and stop fucking around, because that will affect many areas of your life. If you're constantly treating people like this is how people are going to treat you. Then you're going to wonder why people treat you like shit, and you treat other people like shit. You treat your responsibilities like shit. Then when you want people to be responsible to you, they treat you like shit. You see this? This is things to know how to reward people and women. You have to play this game. If you're in relationships, you have to do this. If you don't do this, it's going to be bad on you. Even pimps understand this. They can't just be slapping the hoe all the time and kicking her and shit. Now, every now and then, they might have to, you know what I mean? They might have to paintbrush a bitch. They might have to take her to the slap-a-hoe tribe. But that's not every day. These pimps buy their girls cars. Yes, they do. This is a new day. They buy their girls cars. They give them gifts and take them out and take them to vacation. They take them in front of the White House after they put them on the track. They do this as well. But a lot of you guys think that women are just going to do shit because. Not really. So intrinsic versus extrinsic. Does your girl like gifts? Does she like to go on vacations and restaurants? Does she like to be rewarded with things? Diamonds, jewelries, does she like that? If you don't like to do that, she's a mismatch for you. Yeah, does she want you to take her to Sally's to get wigs? Okay, or does she want you to give her, affirmations, these type of things? Does she want you to text her often, tell her you like, reinforce why you're with her? These are all the things that I say. You pay, and I'm going to prove this when we get to the 5 love languages. But that's just a short class on learning how to reward people, paying it forward, treat people the way people treat you, aftercare, all right? These are all the things that people have tried to teach people, all right, for a long time, that we as people have feelings. Sometimes women could really learn this, all right? And we talked about tipping, all right? Even if a person says, you don't have to tip, all right, they're still anticipating and probably working for tips. If you're like, well, I don't give a fuck. They should, their job should pay them, or they took that job. Again, I'm going to tell you, man, it's going to come back on you. It's going to come back on you. And then when people treat you like that, please remember how you treat other people. I'm a big believer in this because this will manifest in other areas of your life. And when you realize why you can't hit them 5 figures per month, this is why. You have a funky attitude when it comes to how you treat people. People aren't just going to start treating you well while you're treating people like shit. Okay? You got to earn the right to treat people like shit. You got to earn the right to treat people like shit. Like, I'm the CEO of this building. I own this shit. And they be like, hi, Mr. Adams, fuck off. All right, fuck off, you cocksucker. You know what I mean? You got to earn the right to treat people like shit. You can't just be broke, nigga, and treat people like shit and then become rich. All right, that ain't going to happen. But I'm just teaching men here because people think that, this is not about teaching. So learn if a person or a woman or your mate, your spouse, your partner, whatever you want to call it, your wife, your brother, your sister, your mother, learn what type of rewards they need so that when they do things for you, you reward them properly. You reward them properly. Now, let's take you to this right here. Who prefers what reward more? Do men like extrinsic awards more, or do women? What do you think? I'll put up a vote. I'll put up a vote here. Who do you, now I don't know if I believe this data. Let me see here. Who prefers extrinsic award? I messed it up. I misspelled it. All right. And just so you guys know, we should have cleared the deck of all the red pill ragers that say, who cares? These people shouldn't be watching my show anymore. I mean, you watched my show for 3, 5, 7 years. If you're still here, who cares what women want? Okay, if you're still in that attitude, it's 2025, the year of the boss up.
Boss up, nigga.
Please leave my show or be quiet. Just stand in the back. All right, we're not playing that game no more. That was cool in like 2019. That was cool in like 2021. It should have ended in 2022. I let that shit on. All right. But if you're still like, I don't even care, and men shouldn't even care. I mean, those guys, I see less and less of them in the comment section, but this is 2025, bro. We don't need that shit no more. That shit don't help nobody. All right. That's just red pill rage. Your blue pill, inner blue pill is just refusing to die. Okay. Who do you think prefers extrinsic awards more? Well, according to my research, to my surprise and my chagrin, they said, of course, this is AI. I don't know, man. Listen, we'll go with it. We'll report it. According to research, there is no definitive answer that women inherently desire extrinsic rewards more than men, while some studies suggest women might be motivated by external factors like social recognition. Now, that's not really an extrinsic reward, but I'll go with it. The reality is that the individual motivation, regardless of gender, is complex and depends on personal values and circumstances, not solely on sex. Okay. So there's no definitive answer type shit. I thought I had another one right here. Where is it at? Where did it tell us? Did I miss the slide? Where is it at? Okay. I must have missed the slide because I assume I know I had a slide that said women prefer. Oh, here it is right here. This says male students. Male students are more motivated by intrinsic, all right, whereas extrinsic motives dominate among females. Okay, so, I guess the poll was somewhat right, where they looked at students. Male students, intrinsic. The need for power, competition, challenge, possible rewards, trophy, status. Extrinsic motivation dominated by women, body weight and appearance. All right, so, that's more tangible, an outside thing right there. That's more tangible, an outside thing. Interesting, right? Let's see here. Interesting. So I would have thought for sure that women would dominate on the extrinsic. Okay. But men do like to be certainly rewarded with some sort of, hey, you did well. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. And mostly, drop that neck. Drop that neck. So it says mostly women, I suppose. And he said, look at relationships. Yes, we're going to look at it on the next segment because that's important. When you look at the 5 love languages, remember, this is just a tie-in to the 5 love languages. But in relationships, when you look at this skit right here, most of the time the woman wants something tangible. She wants something tangible, although they will try to say, not really. So there are some women that want non-tangibles. All right. So we're going to talk about that next. All right. And money, attention, and time. But at the end of the day, women do need that. They need that tangible gift. In fact, most of the time, what a woman wants is you to buy something tangible. Men typically will buy themselves something tangible. Right. We don't wait for anybody to gift us. Like, I want a graphics card. I want a, laptop. I want a computer, a PS5. Most of the time, honorable men buy it themselves. Dishonorable men wait for women to buy it and shit like this and then brag about it. All right. For me, I don't like people to buy me shit. I don't like people to buy me stuff. Why? 9 times out of 10, it's not what I wanted. Okay. Even my mom knows. She buys me something all the time. She likes to surprise people. And there's 2 types of people. There's people that like to give gifts, and when they give gifts for their own purposes, or sometimes they give gifts for the person's purpose. Like, people like to give gifts so they can say, look what I got you. I thought of you, and do you like it? Or sometimes they give gifts to say, I know what you want. All right, it's for the person. So my mom will always buy me stuff and she'll wrap them up and she'll be like excited. Open that one and open that one. She'll play a game. Open this one first, second, third, and fourth. All right. I'm like, all right, mom. You know what I mean? Like, okay, thank you. And she always says, but you're the person that I can never think what to buy. So she'll always think of something practical. You need this, you need that. All right. She was like, I noticed you needed this. I know that you needed that. She's never buying me something like that. Like, but for me, I like to buy my own shit. All right. So they're like, what do you want? I'll get it myself. So I tend to be more of a gift giver than a gift receiver. So I'll give gifts and I don't expect anybody to give me anything in return. I don't be like, what did anybody get me, ass nigga? All right. So I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus for people. All right. But when people try to give me shit, I'll be like, yeah, bro, I don't need all that. All right. They be sitting over there. My son like, dude, you got all these shit. You didn't even unbox nothing. And it's been 2 weeks. I don't even open a box. All right. So unless I really wanted it, all right, and can use it, like people send me cigars, I can use that. Because I'm like, good, I don't have to go buy cigars. But other than that, it gets tough. But anyway, with that being said, mostly women like to be on the receiving end of this thing. And sometimes they'll give gifts to the receive gifts. They'll make sure. Sometimes they'll give gifts for their own, I feel good. I get good. So I'm not like that. I'm not like I can't wait to see what everybody bought me this year. Were they thoughtful? Did they get me anything? Did they get me what I wanted? When it's time to buy a gift, I will literally go get it myself. All right. If I want something, I'll go buy it myself. I ain't waiting for somebody else to get it. I can't wait till one of my whores give me something. No. All right. All right. But yeah, I'll leave people's gifts right there. They'll come over to my house. Oh, shit. There's that gift I gave you for your birthday. It's still there. And it's 5 months later. Right? You didn't use it? I didn't use it. I couldn't find any use for it. So you can take it back. You got the receipt. All right. Anyway, so learn how people want to be rewarded. That's an example of people don't know how I want to be rewarded. I got everything that I've ever wanted. And if I don't have it, I can get it. So I don't need gifts like that. I prefer to give people gifts. So that's an example of people not being aware of how to treat me. I would rather you just be like, here's a virgin maiden I found. You can have your way with her for about 2 or 3 hours. Now that will be like, damn, you thought of me. Boy, you thought of me. Pancakes. And she is barely legal. Let's go. All right, I can do something with this. This is a hell of a gift. All right, you're so great. Hey, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Because I'm going to use this gift immediately. All right. You have 24 hours and several rounds. Say it ain't so. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, shucks. You really knew what I wanted. You really knew what I wanted. I'm about to make use of this gift right now. All right. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Get him, daddy.
He said, you go under the Christmas tree. I wake up and it's like four blondes under the goddamn Christmas tree. We're ready. Happy Merry Christmas. Oh boy, Jesus is the reason, I tell you. God did. God did. You knew exactly what I wanted. Hell yeah. All right, ladies, get the feet out. Let's go. Get your feet out. It's time, ladies.
That's who I am. I own that shit. And if a chick's got great feet, I'm looking.
All right. It's going to be I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. All right. It's going to be a white Christmas up in this motherfucker. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you.
Where the white women at?
It's going to be a white Christmas. I'm like, boy, this is fantastic. Boy, you guys really knew me. You guys really done figured it out. I'm going to hell. I know. I'll save y'all a seat too. Coach Gang, y'all have a seat down there too. It's going to be a terrible. You guys are disgraceful, by the way. Your minds are dirty. Okay, anyway. You got to think of what I want. All right, so quickly here. I'll go over this another time. We're going to do the main event, but let me catch up on the super chats. I'm going to go over the next thing another time, but we'll do the 5 love languages next. I'll catch up on any super chats, and then we'll get it going. We'll keep the show going. All right. And ladies, know what I want. You know how to do it. Don't think, I just don't know what you want. You know what I want. Grab thy ankles. Merry Christmas. And preferably some new ankles. All right. I don't want the same old ankles. I've wrapped it up for you. No. Bring somebody else over. Go down to the junior college and bring somebody back. Shout out to Ninja Watching, says tomorrow's coffee. Free agent lifestyle for life. Shout out to Ninja Watching 99 in the building. Pro LeGrand says to the Mitch in the chat, I moved out 18, network, dropped out of college, started a business. I have asked content right here. I have asked content. He says right here, quit my job expecting to be a millionaire. Went broke, not enough money to repair my car. Had to couch surf for 2 years, no car, and complacent. All right, you were complacent. You found CGA at 19. Now I'm 22. Paid for my car in cash. Revamped my business. Making weekly profits. Self-employed. Still stacking. Using List Crawler and Jerk Shack to pay for my own rent. You pay for your own rent. Self-employed. He says, and going to get my barber's license in March. Please listen to CGA. Not as entertainment, but as education. Shout out to you. Let's go, man. 19, and now he's 22, and he's winning. You know what I mean? It's hard for a lot of guys. You said that's not you. It is you. And he also says right here, I had a torn rotator cuff issue, and I'm paying it says a white personal trainer or a YouTube personal trainer. I'm not sure. All right, which one? And he says, I pay him full price and on time. He was surprised because I'm a YN that I invested in my health, paying on time, and you have good conversation, wear New Balance shoes. So he connected with me with this small business CPA and sends me LLC game. How old is this man? 22 years old. Shout out to you. That's not the life a lot of people want you to live. They want you to live the opposite life. And a lot of guys thinking, oh, but I want burning desire. That's a guy that figured out, man, I need to get my life together. I need to get my life together. And he donating to me too, bro. Shout out to you. Keep it going. And I'm going to tell you, man, keep it going. It's Boss Up 2025. We ain't got time for the rest of this shit.
You better boss up, nigga.
And he's getting, remember when I told you, a lot of y'all ninjas, all right, 60% of men are virgins in America. He figured it out. He gets somebody to touch his peen, give him a leg reflex, and get that nut, and he's back out. Let's go, man. They're gonna shame you for not doing this, or you should do it the hard way. But he's doing it the hard way. He ain't taking life the easy way. He's not taking shortcuts. And one more thing. Shout out to this brother here. His name, we call him Pro LeGrand in the building. Shout out to him. He's a young guy in the chat. He said, for the Mitches, listen up. But the best thing about being a man, number one, we're a man. I mean, we're a man. Like, we literally drew the long straw. Okay? Because being a woman is hard. Okay, being a woman is hard. Like, it's nasty work. Like, every month, they got to be like, I'm going to bleed like a stuffed pig for 5 days. And then if they have unprotected sex and their Aunt Flo doesn't come, you know what I mean? They're all having fun. Imagine they be out, you know what I mean? Having fun, having a party. And then all of a sudden they be like, oh, shit. Damn, my period. All right. We never have to think about that shit. We never have to think about what to wear around what time of the month and week so we don't bleed like a stuffed pig through our jeans. We literally just be like, Life is good. You know what I mean? Shit, shave, and a bathe. All right. We take a dookie, preferably in the toilet. We shave, get in the shower, wash our armpits and shit, wash between our legs, get out the damn shower. You know what I mean? Easy peasy. Go try to get some stank. It's just an easy life, man. It's hard because we have to do to become, which is the point. The point is, the hard part for men, is this, is that most men don't want to sacrifice 2 or 3 years of their lives to make the rest of their lives a little easier. They don't want to do that. And I'm not telling you to wait. I don't want to wait. I want it now. Most men don't want to sacrifice a couple of years. You still want to be programmed out here. I must cold approach. I must earn free punani. It's tough to get those 2 or 3 years and get to that leverage. That guy, Pro Legrand, is ahead of many men his age. You know why? It's because he's already at the point where he's hiring other people and he's using discretionary income that man can use as income to support his family. He literally is feeding another person at 22. Do you realize most people go their whole life without the responsibility of feeding another person that is not their relative? Think about this when we talk about giver's gain, paying it forward. You build a level of trust when you're able to do that. You're providing people for services. You feed them. This is what it's about being a man. People are trying to figure out how to become a man and what to do. When people depend on you for survival, they then treat you accordingly. It's not wives. They tend to think that you're supposed to do above and beyond. They tend to be entitled to this. But like I said, I've given 50 young women scholarships to play athletics, full scholarships that changed their lives and their family lives. Not only that, I travel with them. I got them to hotels, off airplanes and buses. I returned them home safely to college campuses and back to their parents, sometimes with a degree. I changed people's lives. This is what it's like to be a man. Unfortunately, the people close to you, family, wives, girlfriends, they don't appreciate the shit that you do for them. But many times when you're getting to the manhood stage that he's in, when people are now eating off of you, you're building around people. People are providing you services, and they're making sure the service is great so that they can keep getting paid by you, keep being supported. They start to appreciate you, or at least say, hey, I better make sure I honor this person, respect this person, or at least perform for this person. Most people go their whole life and never achieve that. You never bettered anybody. You never fed anybody. You never taught anybody. You never did shit for anybody but yourself. And as a result, your life will reflect this. This is a big stage for a lot of men. And a lot of men aren't able to do this until later in life. He's able to do it now. So he's going to figure out that other people, the giver's gain philosophy, that's going to come back to him in many ways. Many ways. And then you're going to wonder why he's getting shit and why you're not. There's levels to this shit. Boss up.
Boss up, nigga.
2025. J to the Lil. He says, when I was a kid, it was a talk show in the magazines telling you how to treat a lady. In my 20s and 30s, it was a book called The Secret, and simp like men think like a woman. Who wrote that? Simp like a man, think like a woman. And he says, now in my 40s, I'm hearing dudes talk about their love languages. Zesty simp epidemic. Yeah, we're going to talk about the love languages here. We're going to break that down. New world. All right, and how that's used against men, and men are manipulated by this. But great stories, man. Thank you for sharing these stories. We love to hear the stories of success. And people do watch my show, and they're able to pick up on this information. Some people watch my show, and they're just completely distracted. All right. They hear the goofy stuff, the Mickey Mouse shit. Completely distracted. Some people hear these talking things that I say in between these segments and they go, oh shit, I gotta pick up on that. Wise L, I believe Trump's second term might be the best chance for family court reform. What are your thoughts on this? He can definitely lead the way. We know the conservatives are going, they want this. They want this for their own purposes. First of all, for white people. So Trump, Trump knows that his demographics and the supporting group are mainly white. And the white population in America is dwindling, right? That's why they want to get rid of the migrants and all of that shit. Like, that doesn't help white folks. And so as a result, since white people are the majority here, typically what they want, and politicians cater to it, they're going to get the benefit first, and then everybody else will get the trickle down. So as a result, yes, white people need to, what is the guy back in the day? Back in like 1999, there was a guy talking about this. He died recently, but he was a church pastor. He was a church pastor. I can't remember his name. But he was warning people of the point where we're at today, 25 years ago. Not Pat Summerall. All right. Rest in peace to Pat Summerall. I want to say Pat. I can't remember his name. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. He was warning white folks of this. And as a result of the family court being absolutely used as a extortion court against men. But yeah, I think Trump and the Republicans, and remember, Project 2025, a lot of stuff in there was about family court reform and making sure there's two genders and trying to get people to marry and changes in the family court. Pat Robertson is his name. Shout out to you. It was Pat Robertson talking about in 25, 30 years, there will be way less white people in America. Let me see here. Less white people. And I think he was talking about this since 1999. See here. He was in 1993. I think he ran for president back in the day. Pat Buchanan probably said that shit too, but yeah. All right, so see here. So Trump and Project 2025 and all of that stuff is definitely going to change. He's going to start definitely trying to change that. So will he make a change immediately? I think not. I think not. But yeah, for the young people, Pat Robertson been talking about that for 20 years. So I think we know that demographic does support Trump. Trump supports that demographic. That demographic's population is dwindling. But not only their demographics dwindling, American demographics. So black folks, y'all dwindling too. All right. Your women abort babies at a rapid rate. All right. Nobody can keep up with the amount of babies they abort. They abort 50% of the babies. So I know black people be like, good, we don't need no more white people anyway. Well, nigga, y'all getting shot up, skitty popped all in the damn cities. Y'all dwindling too. In fact, the life expectancy of black men is very short. But it's not short because black men tend to die earlier. They do slightly earlier. But the reason why the life expectancy is short for black men is because on average, niggas be dead by 18, 16, 14, 22 at their own people's hands. So as a result, when they average out the life expectancy of black people as a whole, it tends to be shorter. Not that you're going to die at 63. It's that too many niggas get shot and aborted and right. So that the life expectancy looks reprehensible. And then when you add on diabetes and, your sugar acting up and sodium and all that fat that y'all eat, obesity, yep, you're going to die early. So, with that being said, I know black people like to hear there's going to be less white people. Guys, Latinos are going to take over before black people. Black people ain't never going to have a rising population in this country. Not at the rate we're going. They'll be less than 13% real quick. It'll be down to 9 and 11 and 10. All right. The Latinos are they'll beat white people before anybody, especially if there's immigration or migration. Okay. So blacks, you're never going to be the majority population. You're never going to even get the 20%. Right. You were at close to 20% for a period of time, but that ship has sailed. Not with the music y'all listening to and shit. But yeah, that's the only way Trump does have family court reform is if they put these things into practice. But it won't be immediately. It won't be immediately, but he could have a lasting effect, maybe. All right, yeah. That's a good tweet. That was a good chat, by the way. Let's see here. I love it because I see in the comment section, they're like, there's less white people and they're actually going to be less in the future. And niggas be like, good. All right. And that type of stuff, I'd be like, that's pure ignorance to respond that way. You don't need them white people anyway. If blacks and Latinos unite, blacks and Latinos will never unite for the benefit of you niggas. All right. What are y'all talking about? There's some low-level functioning thinking people. See, we will be powerful if blacks and Latinos united. Why would they unite with you? They're going to assimilate before they align with you. Like, they've been assimilating for like 250 years, right? They've been steadily either trying to survive on their own, 6 Latinos in a car, in one car, 16 in one house. They never let niggas move into their neighborhood or their houses. They never let you get in a car, pool, or they truck on the way to work. Ninjas always got, if we linked up, communism, I say. Communism. Their solution is always communism. Nobody linking up with y'all goofy asses. To do what? All right. Them Chicanos, they'll turn into Chicanos before they turn into linking up with niggas. All right. Just to get rid of white folks. White people are your problem. They're not their problem. And they'll figure it out. Ninja, they'll be at the Alamo duking it out and shit at the OK Corral, bro. They not going to link up with you ninjas. Right? Now, I don't know why people say, I see weird shit like that in the comment section. I'm like, these people don't know Mexicans, do they? Do you know Mexicans? Mexicans don't play like that. Mexicans don't play like that. You know what? Mexicans don't be sitting around like, you know, if we linked up with the black people. I've never heard a Mexican be like, you know, if we united with you, if we were united with the black people, think of how powerful we would be. I've never heard one Mexican say that. And there's a lot of them in the West Coast. Pueblo, Colorado and shit. Mexicans be thinking they took over our land, bruh. Niggas, you wasn't here. They wasn't there. You wasn't in Colorado and New Mexico and Arizona and shit in California. You wasn't there, Ranchero Papi. All right, anyway. All right, they got enough people in their family, in their La Familia. They don't need y'all ninjas to come through too. All right, ninjas come through and link up. We're going to sneak attack the gringos. All right, anyway. He said other than Cypress Hill and Ice Cube and Death Row and Kid, what's his name? Kid Frost. Ain't gonna happen, bro. Ain't gonna happen, Vato. Ain't gonna happen, Vato. Am I tripping? I'm just trying to help y'all. But look, that's enough of that. I was just rambling. There were no more. There were no more supports. Oh, there was. Jay McGee said, shout out to the coach and everyone in the coach game not letting shit stop them. While the Mitches are making excuses and complaining. Hashtag, I hate Mitches. You too? Better boss up.
Better boss up, nigga.
Boss up 2025. Boss up 2025. Let's do it. Okay, let's get into it. Main event. All right, we don't need the whole main event slide, but main event, the 5 love languages. Let's get to it here for a teaching. We got 20 minutes to teach on this. Let's talk about what the 5 love languages are. Some of you guys don't know what the 5 love languages are. I'll show you the book, and I'll show you that not only do I suggest you buy my books, but I practice too. I buy other people's books. This is the 5 love languages here by Gary Chapman. I read this. All right, we'll talk about that. Also, The Manipulated Man by Esther Vilar. I told you I had the original copy. It's hard to get an original copy. This book is banned, essentially. All right, it's hard to get an original copy, and if you do, it's going to be expensive. You can pay 40, 50, sometimes $120, depending on where you buy it. If you just want it fast, you know, it's going to be expensive. So, original copy right here. I'm a guy that loves to indulge in some reading, although it's tough for me. I'm not a great reader, meaning I'm not fast reading and stuff like that. And my comprehension takes a while and shit. I get distracted and thinking about some young girls and shit. I'll be like, oh, let me refocus. All right. Or I'll think about my own thoughts. You know, men often think that, you know, this is luck, but it's not. I actually am educated. I actually find stuff and try to listen to people's ideas and stuff like that, so I can have my own conclusions. This isn't just me rambling and ranting. Okay. But the 5 love languages. Gary Chapman is purportedly a Christian. All right. So this book is very faith-based. All right. So this is a faith-based book, mostly Christianity. And with that being said, you can kind of tell where this is coming from. So the perspective first is going to be based on Christ, and he mentions that quite a bit in the book. A lot of religious-based conversations and stuff like that. So please understand that that's where the context comes from. But it is a secular book, meaning that it went into the mainstream, and it became a bestseller. But the way people use this as manipulation, right? Or the way women do it is because they are really receivers of love. So much of what they focus on is the transaction of love, right? They're the receivers of gifts and loves and things like that. So they've been taught that they love love. They love the idea of love. So they want to put it into practice. They have a script of what love looks like. And if you don't follow it, you don't love her. She's not receiving the love. They rarely give love. They rarely give love. When they do, they'll remind you they gave it to you. Remember that time I gave you love? They'll hold it against you. They'll hold it over your head. I gave you love. I did so much for you. So their natural position is never the giver. Like, I give her dick. She don't give me nothing. She might give me some head. All right. So they're the receiver in almost every way, anatomically, spiritually, emotionally, and so forth. And most of the time she's doing something for you, she's doing it to get something in return. Right? So you don't give her something in return. If she gives, you hear women say this, well, you know, last man I opened up to and played the wife role, I didn't get a ring. Was she doing it to get a ring? Or was she doing it because she was a giver? She was doing it to get a ring. So she's like, I'll never do that again. I'll never be a giver because I didn't get in return. She's never going to be like, you know, she never will say, you know, I gave a man some good years and I like giving him good years. No, it's always getting back something in return. So with that being said, this book is generally used by women, not generally by men. When men start being introduced to this book, it's normally a woman introduced them to the book, meaning that the woman used on a dating app or the woman used on a date, what are your love languages? It is almost rare that a guy starts here. Although it might be practical to do it, it's rare that the guy goes to Barnes & Noble and be like, I want to know about love. He was led there. So that is the first level of manipulation. He is led there. So now, if he doesn't know the manipulation going further, he is now going to indulge, study, indoctrinate himself in this topic, which is not designed for him. It's designed for her. Now, the book doesn't say that. The book says this is understanding the love language of your husband and wife. But the book is generally going to be used to manipulate men. And I'm going to prove this. Okay? I'm going to prove this. People are like, Coach, damn, are you just a hateful person? No, I'm going to prove this. especially by apex predators and predatory manipulative women. It's going to be used against you. All right. The first way it's used against you, well, let me introduce you to the 5 love languages if you didn't know them, because that's important. That's very important. So let me introduce you to what the 5 love languages are. So now you can so we can show you how it is used by it is introduced by women and used against you. Okay, so first one is words of affirmation. For those that don't know, I'll read this text. Words of affirmation is learning how to communicate with your person. It says use kind, encouraging, and positive words, express gratitude and appreciation. Okay, we won't talk about what you're going to do, but it says, well, I'll talk about it. Write notes, send unexpected text messages, verbally acknowledge achievements and qualities. What to avoid? Criticism, unkind comments, and failing to recognize efforts. Okay, that's words of affirmation. All right, and quality time is the next one. Give undivided attention, actively listen, and engage in meaningful conversations. Now, as you can see, just me reading these already, you already know a woman, this is catering to women. Not many guys are saying, I want my wife to give me undivided attention. This is basically an instruction on how to be a simp. Okay, but let's continue. For quality time, you would plan activities together, spend time without distractions, no video games, no text, no, put your work phone away. Create special moments. As you can see, this doesn't sound like this is anything men would be sitting around thinking, but bear with me, I'll get to it. Avoid being distracted, interrupted, or neglecting one-on-one time. Let's go to the next one. Acts of service. Perform helpful tasks or share responsibilities without being asked. This is definitely something women will key in on. Help me with the laundry. Help me with the socks. Do some chores with me. Share responsibilities. Help do the dishes. Not many guys are like, can you help me scrape up the cut grass? I just cut the lawn. Right? So when you start asking for these things, she's going to say, well, these things don't come up as much. Cleaning the kid's sippy cup happens every day. So help me with these things. Men will do things by their own. We don't even want the woman around. In order to give acts of services, do chores, prepare meals. You see what I'm saying? Or complete tasks that lighten the other person's workload. You mean the woman's workload, but that's neither here nor there. How to avoid it? Avoid breaking promises, being unreliable, and don't create more work for the other person. Now, the next one, receiving gifts. Give thoughtful and meaningful presents. Show you've considered their preferences. This is receiving gifts. Then, actions to take, create or purchase personalized gifts. Express gratitude when giving or receiving. Then, what to avoid? Avoid generic or thoughtless gifts, forgetting special occasions, or being insincere. This is definitely written to instruct men. All right, you forgot the anniversary. You forgot my birthday. Then she holds it against you. No pussy. Okay? Women tend to remember these things because they want you to remember hers. So she's going to remember your birthday. But she also wants us to know your birthday so she can read your horoscope. Then the last one, listen up. Physical touch is the last one. Use nonverbal cues to show love, such as hugs, kisses, and holding hands. Maintaining physical closeness, cuddling. I think physical touch is her grabbing her ankles and throwing her ass in a circle. But we'll get to why that's not physical touch and why this is used to manipulate men. Now, it says make physical affection a priority, initiate touch to show care. What to avoid? Avoid neglecting physical intimacy, being distant, or showing discomfort when affectionate. All right, sorry, it was something blocking it. Avoid showing discomfort with affectionate touch. So essentially, it has nothing to do with sex. This is where men do not read. I mean, it does have to do with sex. So sex is in the book. This is basically just a woman putting a chart together. But She catered it. She centered it as, if I hold your hand in public, don't withdraw. If I try to kiss you in public displays of affection, don't avoid kissing me. Right? So don't withdraw. Don't shame me. Don't slap my hand away type shit. Now, if she does it to you because she pissy, it's going to be fair. If you do it to her, I try to cuddle with him and hold his hand and he doesn't want it. All right, so how are these things used to manipulate men? Let's start with this. And this is an easy one. And by the way, let me just say this. I don't want to get too distracted. Money, energy, attention, and time can be seen in the 5 love languages. So what is money, energy, attention, and time? It's something that I preach. Let's listen. Protect your meat. Money, energy, attention, time. That is your meat. If you give up your money easily, she's going to use you until you run out of money. Your energy is everything. Women don't give men energy. They deplete it. Attention is what they thrive on. That is her currency. And time is everything for you. If you give your time away, you don't have time for the other things. The other things, including building your life. But let's take a look at the chart again. 5 love languages. Money, energy, attention, and time. Receiving gifts, money. Energy. Acts of services, do chores, prepare meals, complete tasks to lighten the load of the other person. Energy. Attention, words of affirmation, use words of encouraging, positive words. Time, quality time, give undivided attention, pay attention. You see that? Money, energy, attention, and time is right here in the 5 love languages, right there. So when I say all men pay, I'm sorry, it wasn't on the screen. When I say all men pay, it's real. So even meat is right there. My principles that I teach you, all men pay, is right there in the 5 love languages. I'll read it again. Receiving gifts, money, acts of services, energy, words of affirmation, attention, write notes, send unexpected texts, quality time, okay? But men will say there's men that don't pay. And I'm saying if he's in a relationship, if he's cohabitating, he is paying. He just doesn't pay with money all the time. And even then, he still pays with money. Okay, even then, money is being spent, sir. Right? He's not getting it for free. In the end, the money's still going to be spent. So he's doing the additional. So let's start with this, the manipulation. Okay. First manipulation that is used here. Take a look at this. According to most data, the most popular love language for men is physical touch. Not a surprise at all. Meaning that they often most feel loved when receiving physical attention like hugs, cuddles, and hand holding. Now, that's what the book said because it's a Christian-based book. They're saying hugs, cuddles, and hand holding. Let me correct this. Men most feel loved when a woman is cocking her legs open and sucking my dick. All right, that's what physical touch is. When she got her hand wrapped around my shit. That's what physical touch is for men. We don't care about no cuddling, hand holding, and whatnot. But you got to remember, the book is faith Christian based. All right, when she throwing that ass in the circle. All right, when I can roll over and nut in her. I mean, that's what physical touch is for men. Now, here's the problem with this. Since men obviously are going to value on the list physical touch as expressed by the AI, you're going to be criticized for this. Because a woman's going to ask you, you have an interest. She says, let's read the book together. Why? Because she knows this is going to benefit her more than it benefits you. Then secondly, she's going to say, okay, you read the book. What is your love language? And you're going to be like, if you're not a masculine guy, if you don't have leverage, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, damn, this is a trick question. Because you're going to want to say, throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. That's what you're going to want to say, but it's going to be too predictable. You're going to like, oh shit, she's going to think I'm a pervert. But as men, that's what you should say. If you do not say these other things, nigga, just to win pussy points. You need to tell her, throw that ass in a circle. But because you know you're going to look like a goofy and you know she's going to say, of course it is. Because if you say physical touch, she's going to act, oh, of course, I should have known. She's going to think you're a Neanderthal. So that is going to be the point of the manipulation already. If you pick the bottom one, physical touch, she's going to retract. Of course. You guys are all the same. However, it is the most popular option for men. Okay? It's the most popular option for men. So the manipulation comes from the form of she wants you to be like, I want you to be thoughtful and say quality time. This is manipulation. She's going to criticize. She's going to ask you what your love language is. You're going to answer and she's going to go, ew. Why? Because she wants to manipulate you and be able to, be able to write you a fucking love letter instead of throwing that ass in a circle. This is when you know that this woman is not in it for your love. She's in it for hers. This is a woman that doesn't like you. She's using you for she's trying to get your ass down the Gump line of marriage. This isn't a woman that has fucking burning desire for you. A woman that has burning desire for you and wants to suck the black off your dick does not need this book. A woman that wants to throw her ass in a circle and make you nut does not need this book. She don't need this book. She need a book on how to make herself an honest 304 for you. That's the book she needs. Where she get up in the morning when you get up at 5 in the morning and she gets her ass out of bed and she cooks you breakfast while you're in the shower. That's the book you need, not this fucking book. So if you're reading this book, you're a gump. You're being manipulated. She don't like you like that. Anybody disagree? Anybody disagree? You can disagree with me, but I'm going to give you the real. Okay? Because if she criticizes you for physical touch, she don't like you like that. You think she does? She don't like you like that, bro. Yeah, she want to read the book of Kama Sutra and how to give you fellatio and head and that's what she need and how to cook bacon right and make a BLT. That's the book she needs. She don't need this book. She's trying to like you and trying to get your ass to Simpville. All right, who disagrees? Now, let's get to the next part of manipulation. Because the men that impregnated her and gave her pregnancy scares and herpes, they didn't read that book. Clapped her for free when she was 16. They did not read that book. All right, let's get to the next form of manipulation. The next form of manipulation comes from, and if you guys were curious, what do women mostly like? Quality time. Meaning that they generally feel more loved when spending dedicated, present time with their partner. All right, so this would be something very predictable. And if you read the 5 love languages, most people have at least 2 dominating love languages. Most people are not one-dimensional. So most people will say physical touch and receiving gifts, act of service and receiving gifts. In fact, many women say quality time, but receiving gifts is what they like. In fact, if they like receiving gifts, that is your exit door if you don't like to spend money on her, because she's essentially saying she's a sugar baby. She wants to get paid for giving you sex. All right, so this is an example here. She wants to get paid for giving you sex. This is why I'm going to say she don't like you like that. She's prostituting herself. She expects a return in her investment. She expects purses and shit like this. Now, this is me shaming them and manipulating them out of getting what they want. So, of course, I like to spend time with you, which is money, energy, attention, and time. Time. You're going to be a time trick. This is how you're going to pay in time. I get it for free, coach. No, you don't. You're going to spend a lot of quality time. Spend a lot of quality time, which this chart said right here, quality time. Plan activities together. Spend time without distractions. You're not going to be on your phone. You're not going to be in the video game. Creating special moments, special dates, special outings, special activities. Let's do something this weekend. Let's go somewhere. The fair, the festival, the farmer's market, all of that. Avoid being distracted, interrupted, or neglecting one-on-one time. We're going to do one-on-one time. Okay, now, I'm not ridiculing women who want this. What I'm saying is men need to understand how you're going to be manipulated down this to think you're getting it for free. Now, if you were getting this for free, free would be none of this comes into play. None of this comes into play. But coach, you got to pay. But women like me. But you're doing this. You're doing this. And she's doing less, throwing that ass in the circle. Oh, you paying, sir. Okay. Oh, you paying bigly. So when she says undivided attention, that means when she wants it. Remember, I told you there was a woman that worked in as a secretary in an office that I worked in. Her husband also worked in the same corporation, in the same, well, it was a university. He was a higher up and she was a secretary. She said, the secret to my marriage is that whenever I talk to my husband, he always listens, no matter what he's doing. Again, that's the love language, quality time. And this was an older couple, older white couple. They look like Lovey and shit. Lovey and the guy from the Gilligan's Island. Older white couple in their 60s, probably late 50s, early 60s. The secret to our marriage is not throwing that ass in a circle, not her giving him a Hummer, not her giving him a gummy. The secret to that marriage is every time she opens her mouth, he stops and listens. He's reading the newspaper. She talks. Yes, dear. He's reading a magazine. Yes, dear. He's watching his favorite show. Yes, dear. That's the secret to their marriage. Yeah, Thurston Howell. Thurston Howell and Lovey. For her, again, that goes into quality time. She said that's the secret to her marriage. Imagine every time she opens her mouth, you stop. Yes, dear. Solve her problem. Look at the manipulation that would ensue from this one thing. This would get exhausting. I don't even like to hear anybody talk, all right? Let alone somebody telling me mind-numbing information. But this is how you have to survive a marriage. So when people say it's free, you're thinking not third dimensionally. You're thinking one dimensional. Think of the fucking brain rot that would ensue with every time she opens her mouth for 20, 30, 40 years, you stop and listen. Okay. But it's way cheaper than a divorce. It's way cheaper than a divorce. And for 7 pieces of sex per month on average, this is what you got to do. Plus, you will be buying her gifts still. Yes. Remember, you can have 2 love languages. So the woman will say, I don't want to seem like a gold digger, manipulation. So what I'll say is quality time, manipulation, as to say, I don't want your money, I just want your time. Paying. But then she'll also add, and I kind of also have receiving gifts. So quality time and receiving gifts. So you're double paying. You're not getting this for free. Men that cohabitate and live with women and have relationships and shit like that and be at the farmer's market, the festival, the fair, they are paying bigly. They are not getting any free pussy. It's going to cost you big time. And as long as you're aware of it, cool. If you're not aware of this, do not at me. All right, please. Do not tell me you ain't paying for no vagina for the 6 pieces of marital missionary she going to give you. You paying like a motherfucker, bruh. But let's talk about the last level of manipulation. You paying bigly. And also, you can't even fuck another woman. And you're going to want to. You're going to want to have sex with another woman, but you can't. Remember this guy right here. Where's the guy? Right here. You're going to want to have sex with another woman. And you legally can't. Imagine the prison that you're in. But legally, you can't even fuck another woman and be like, damn, I desire intimacy with another woman this month. She's going to criticize you, but I'm your woman. Remember the 5 love languages? Reel you back in. The last manipulation is this. And I'm going to play a video of a woman saying this, which just, again, backs up my point. This woman, this is from Scarface Mark. Scarface Mark is the guy. He was the originator of Drizzle. Shout out to Scarface Mark. Go subscribe to his channel. He was the founder of the Drizzle. There were several other guys. Scarface Mark was one of them. Go follow his Instagram. Look at this heading from this woman's video he's going to react to. His reaction is not necessarily important, so that's why I'm shouting him out. I don't have the whole video of her, but look at the title. This is manipulation because she can't control him. Broke man's love language. See, I don't even need to play the video. I don't need to play the video. So disingenuous women, predatory women, you know, shout out to the women that just want to find a person to love. And you read Steve Harvey's book and you read, you know, you read The Rules by the you-know-who-ish girls and you read Love Language. Okay. So shout out to you guys. You have a genuine purpose to find the love. But women, predatory women, manipulative women will also read the same book. Thus, come up with our own interpretation to say, broke men's love language. This is the manipulation that I'm talking about. She's using the love language to criticize broke men. I wonder what she's going to say. The whole video's out there. She's probably going to say, well, let's listen to what she says here. Let's listen to what she says a broke man's love language is.
Every broke man's love language is physical touch and words of affirmation.
Again, give CGA his flowers. So there's 5 languages. She literally took away 2. She took away 2 from men. So if you pick those, you're broke man. Now, again, if a woman picks receiving gifts first, you're going to say she a gold digger. This is the manipulation that I'm talking about. People think I'm exaggerating. People think I'm exaggerating when I tell you this book is used as manipulation against men. Because you can't fucking win. You can't win with these predators.
You can't win.
You can't win. So how do you take away 2? You know what I mean? Like, imagine the manipulation it would take to literally take 2 off the table, off the board. I'm going to take 2 off the board to criticize brokies. So this is how she's going to be able to control and dictate how she gets her love language solved. Not because he wants to, and you don't realize it when you're not red pill aware, if you will. But she gets to put the one she wants on, which is, yeah, all right, you're going to pick these. You got to pick these. You see this, bro? It is used as manipulation against men by a lot of women. And this is, they start on the dating app. They'll have one of those dating apps that has a question and on Hinge, and this will be one of her first questions. A good question that I would want to know from you. What is your love language? Automatically, she's going to now go, okay, broke men want this, and he's horny. They'll use this on eHarmony, Hinge, Tinder, Bumble. This is manipulation. She's not using it to figure out how to get to love you. She's using it to see and judge you. She's using it to judge you. And then she will be able to put you in this box or disqualify you or bring you along. I love a woman that loves receiving gifts. All right, type of thing. Do make sense. You just have to be patient as I build my case. But this is manipulation.
Every broke man's love language is physical touch and words of affirmation. It's not gifts because they can't afford it. It's not quality time because I find that like broke men...
Yo, she got me blocked. She must have thought I wasn't gonna see this. Okay, listen. They always talking about broke men this, broke men that. Where is your rich nigga experience? Where's your rich man experience? Because y'all talk so much about broke men. Is that all you pull? Tell me about your rich man experience.
Facts.
Without you just getting smashed. I just want to know y'all never talk about y'all rich men. I never hear it come out y'all mouths. But
well, they do say things like this. I'm used to men doing this. I'm used to men that are tall. I'm used to men that take me on trips. I'm used to men that pay me $1,000 for sex, right? They'll say these things, and I say, well, where is he at? Go get him. Why you sitting across from me? You're used to that, but you ain't got him. And if you did have him, you had him for a short period of time, and he fucking probed all your holes in your mouth and your earlobes, and he kicked you to the curb. Okay, so where's your rich man experience at? You got used and abused by 1, 2, or 3 of them, and now you're sitting across from Scarface Mark. Okay?
Since we're on the topic about broken love languages, a broke woman's love language, listen, here it is right here. A broke woman's love language is receiving gifts.
Yeah,
it's always, I love receiving gifts. My love language is receiving gifts. Oh.
Absolutely. So look at what this book has turned into. Look at what the book has turned into. It was meant to figure out how to be better to your person, spouse, wife, husband, partner. Now it's used to manipulate each other. Because people are predatory. People are figuring out that people aren't there to like you. They're there to use you. So now we have a book that had a genuine purpose, but now we have this. So now women are gold diggers. Men are broke coochie commies. I told you you're going to end up having to agree with me at the end.
Oh, I bet it is, you broke motherfucker. I bet it is. Oh, my goodness.
All right, shout out to Scarface Mark. Go subscribe to his Instagram right there. Yeah. Sad, isn't it? It's sad. This is where we're going, man. Look, I'm telling you, the JUCO is motherfucking litty, man. I'm telling you, the JUCO, to me, is undefeated.
I got money.
The JUCO is undefeated. The monetized dating marketplace is undefeated. It's undefeated because, gentlemen, whether you like it or not, I avoid the majority of this. There's no manipulation over there. There's straight up negotiation right on the table. What do you want? I want hugs. And okay, I don't want to give you hugs. You know what I want to give you? Some big head hunnits. And after I give you these big head hunnits, you're going to hit the fucking door. All right? You're going to leave. You're going to get out of my fucking hair, meaning you're not going to grasp at one of these other things. Well, I was thinking we can do that. And plus, no, bitch, get out. It's time for you to go home. Go back to your house. Right? The JUCO is undefeated because you don't get manipulated. You get right to the point. What you want? I'll give it to you. We ain't playing no games. She can't use the love language against you. She can't lead you down that conversation. So that manipulation tactic is gone. She got to come right to the table. What you want? $250 a hug? I got you. All right. Let's say less.
Gotcha, bitch.
Say less. All right. Nope. I ain't getting you up. Now, you can get them a purse if you want. All right. But you're not going to get purse and quality time and words of affirmation and all of that shit for 6 pieces of monthly pussy. No, thank you. I need you to show up 4 times this month. What we talking about? What it's looking like? What we talking about? Let's do it. Throw that ass in the circle. Throw that ass in the circle. All right, you can get her to be your private dancer. Throw that ass in the circle. Put her feet out, grab ankles, cook you breakfast. You can just go negotiate it right up front. All right, this is what you're going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And that'll be the end of it. Okay? The JUCO is undefeated. You guys think that you're getting love and hugs and cuddles for free. The 5 love language proves you're not. You're literally being led astray because she likes you. You're being tossed and manipulated in this. You think you ain't paying for none of this. You think you're not paying for her to say sweet nothings in your ear. Oh, yes, you are. You think you're not paying to get acts of services right here. And she can be like, let's fold our laundry this weekend together. Okay. You paid. Quality time. Let's spend time together. Festival, fair, farmer's market, and all that. Because I love you. I love you, right? You love me. I love you. Festival. And oh, I do need a new purse too, along with that. And you're like, what about that physical touch? Oh, you're all the same. I touched you last week. I touched your peen last week. And guess what? You're going to do this for 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 20, 25 years. And the longer you do it, the saggier and sloppier she gets, and the less sex you have. And the less money you have in your bank account. Bruh. Stop. Don't play with me. Don't play with me out here. I'm preaching the gospel. Do not play with me. She likes me, though. She gives me burning desire. Yo, shout out to our brother H every day. No manipulation, only negotiation. Coach is a genius. Negotiate up front. And let me tell you, it doesn't always have to be money. It doesn't always. Like, people have a misinterpretation of what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling you but if you want to join locals, you can get the whole thing. It doesn't always have to be money. You will find that you can kind of meet them without having that. But it's always going to be there. Money and women are always going to be there. But it always doesn't have to be money. You could just negotiate that shit up front. Negotiate up front. Minister Flash is in the building. Thank you for the motivation. Let's boss up out here.
You better boss up, nigga.
All right, boss up. He said, didn't you get divorced because she's not happy? Exactly. And guess what you about to pay? She about to receive gifts. She about to receive gifts. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. And there's even more context that I can give, but of course, tonight I got this.
Where the white women at?
So I got to hit the showers. But it even gets more complex than that. Because the complex part of it is the women know that they're using this manipulation. They'll say things like, I'll just tell them, I love you. And they know how to ask you shit and sweet talk you and, you know what I mean, and maneuver you and negotiate and ask for shit after you bust a nut and you're weak or tired. You know what I mean? Guys, women know how to do this. They do this. And so when I say manipulation, it's not necessarily like she's just strategizing to hurt you. People have to understand, when I say manipulation, she's just trying to get what she wants. And she's going to do it by stroking your ego, selling you pussy, and giving you time and sweet nothings in your ear and negotiating when you're weak and tired and shit like that. That's manipulation. Doesn't mean it's evil. She's just trying to get what she wants. So she'll say, honey, and she'll talk in a girly voice. Oh, little wovey-dovey. She'll start talking like a baby. This is all manipulation. Well, she likes me, though. Okay, I mean, bruh, it's more than that. You'll figure it out. You'll grow up. Shout out to Maryland guy. Maryland guy says, you think your girlfriend or wife loves you, lose your good paying job and see what happens. Cooked. All right, you're cooked. She's going to start to replace you. But she's going to start looking the other way. Shout out to our brother. Let's see here. Let me see if I got you already. H Everyday says, I've definitely did everything opposite of the love language chart and still got raunchy stank on my fingers. I always mess up your chat. He says, I definitely did everything opposite of the love language chart and still got raunchy stank all over my 11th fingers. He says, I've always lived by the and protected my meat. Pause. And yes, I need to pay off. I'm not sure what that says here. I need to pay off for the time and money invested in a lady. Hoes are lost and girlfriends are the lost leader of the meat. All right. You were making sense for a bit. Shout out to you right there. Like I said, and like most men will say, there's men out here that don't do any of this. So like the guy said earlier, Coach, there's men out here getting it for free. I know that, but are you that guy? That's what men keep failing to answer. Are there guys getting it for free? Of course, yeah. I mean, listen, everybody does to an extent. You get some here and there, and you get some for a while, and you get some. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to put up with her shit, so you did move to another woman, and She drops out of your rotation. So there was a period of time where you were gaining it, and then she was gaining nothing and she dipped. She ghosted, or you ghosted her. Right? I know this. I'm aware of this. I'm not saying that men never get it for free. What I'm saying is this. You have to understand there's payment going on almost every time. And for most men, you're never going to be that guy. You're never going to be that guy, which is why I tell men you better discover this earlier. What you're trying to tell me is that you see guys that are so-called getting it for free, so you should too. This is why I disagree. Because I then ask you, are you that guy? Can you become that guy? And even if you were that guy, you're still competing against other guys that are that guy. Okay? You're not a penguin. You're not Pookie. You're not Chad. You're not Ray Ray. Can you become a better version of yourself? Yes. But, bruh, even they have a level of, yes, most of those guys that are that guy are having free intimacy with the women you think you can get. This is where the delusion of the marketplace is. But when he tries to date on his level or above, he's you to that woman. Do you understand what I'm telling about? I have to explain that. The men that you say, oh, there's guys using women and women are paying them and they get it for free. Those women are the women you should be getting. Those are subpar women, average women, cockeyed, knock-knee, buck-tooth, women that you call delusional on a dating marketplace for asking you for paying for dates. You are seeing the women that you think you should be getting, giving it for free to that guy. But when that guy goes to his level of woman, 8, 9, and 10 and above, he's got to pay just like you got to pay for 5s, he's got to pay for 8s, 9s, and 10s. Because who is he competing against? Sugar daddies, rich guys, professional athletes, actors, entertainers, rappers, men on Instagram flying her out. So he doesn't get her for free. He's got to go up there. That's why he's down there fucking 5s. That's why he's getting it for free from 5s. But you are not a man at 8, 9, and 10. You ain't a man at even 6 or 7. So you ain't that guy. You ain't that guy. You just have to say, I'm not that guy. Who am I? That is the biggest clarity moment you're going to have. Who am I? You're 5'5", recessed chin, and you bird chested. You got a long way to go to being who you need to be. And you a lame. You collect Star Wars action figures, which I don't have anything against, but I'm just describing who you are. You ain't that guy. So you are going to have to figure out how to reinvent yourself, get leverage, and whatnot. Okay? It's tough. It's tough, but you have to realize who you are first before you take your ass out there in struggle zone. But don't say there's guys out here doing it and getting it. I am aware, but he's doing it with subpar women, the so-called women you call delusional on the dating marketplace. These girls think they can get Chad. They can, but they have to let Chad fuck for free. And they have to pay for Chad. Black women that get white men, they have to take them white men out, and they have to carry the load across. They have to ask him to take her out on a date. They have to set up the date. So, yes, you ain't that guy. Once you figure this out, it's going to make sense. You ain't Pookie, you ain't Ray Ray, you ain't Chad. Can you improve your level of talk and game and all that shit to level up to start fucking slump busters too? Yes. Because Chad fucks slump busters too. Don't get it twisted. He out here smashing 5s and 6s. That's what you're complaining about on the marketplace. See, the reality is men aren't complaining about men aren't complaining about Chad and Tyrone getting 8, 9s, and 10s. Why? Because you know you ain't getting an 8, 9, or 10 anyway. You know you ain't getting her. If Chad and Tyrone was just fucking 8, 9s, and 10s, there will be no complaints. The complaints are Chad and Tyrone are fucking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and paying for 8, 9, and 10. That's where the complaint is. And you have to figure out that they are fucking them too. So you're going to have to fuck them too, or you're going to end up with a dry dick, or you better trick and get $1,000 out to get 8, 9, and 10. You have to figure out where you are. Or you're going to have hella game and mouthpiece and get some muscle on your chest, and your motherfucking ass going to have to grow a beard to hide your recessed chin, and you're going to have to get your money up. That's what it is. I don't want to hear about they out here getting girls for free. They're getting slump busters and booger wolves and old milfs and sloppy yogurt and pancakes and old fat black women. That's what they out here getting, and old white women. All of them. Dirty Dick Rodney too. They're making their whole rotation full of average women. So when you see a dude 6'8", he fucking a fat bitch. Now he won't brag about it, and he certainly won't catch them out in broad daylight. But he is sliding through. He's sliding through. All right. All she has to do is say, "Come in here, 6'8", Tyrone, slide through," and he gonna go over there and then bust a splendiferous nut in that woman. And she ain't gonna ask him about nan love language. She ain't gonna ask him about nan money. She ain't gonna ask about nan date, nan festival, nan faith, nan farmer market, nan farmer's market. She ain't gonna ask him about none of that. She gonna say, "The door's unlocked. I'm in bed naked. Come upstairs. Lock the door behind you." You, on the other hand, you're gonna have to read your love languages. Are you that guy? You're not. Okay? Shout out to Obsidian with the splendiferous nut. No government name. I'm not sure if you knew it, but Kendra G behaved like a whole strag on the Kevin Samuels live stream. Even called him GAY to his face after he exercised the feminist out of her. Then immediately after he died, she stole his whole entire interview format. She's a hypocrite and a content pirate. F that B. I did know that. And I just recently discovered that. I didn't realize that she was on his show. I mean, I recently discovered that, sir. I was shocked. I was like, oh, damn. So it's actually weird to see that she's actually doing, she's a content pirate. Kaylin, so married men who cheat have to do the equivalent of what Kobe did for Vanessa buying her a $4 million ring after he cheated. They have to overdo it with flowers and dinners without having the millions. If monogamy actually worked for men sexually, we wouldn't have these problems. In a sense, but I think people have to understand that polygamy or poly relationships are actually more beneficial to women financially. The structure benefits them financially, and it's more money. So yeah, you pay even in poly, and it's even worse. Okay. It's even worse. So, poly requires a lot more burden of performance. Shout out to David. We're going to get together, brother. Shout out to you, David. In Vegas says the 5 love languages is just coochie games remixed. The 5 love languages is just coochie games remixed. Facts. Facts on facts on facts. Facts on facts on facts. It's just coochie games because they're gonna lead you down this to really angle you into the conversation, and they're going to torpedo you if they don't get the answer they want. J-Day, St. Louis. He says he's from the Lou, 30 years old, $95K a year, single father, college educated. The slickest people use love to take away your independence. Give yourself the love you seek in the world, and your worldview will be in a better place. My love language is boss up. Shout out to you. For real. Coach Gang and his MFer. Listen to J-Day. This is whole free agent lifestyle. And when I tell you, learn how to treat yourself well. Because if you think women are going to treat you well just because without something where ulterior motive, some sort of manipulation, you're out of your mind. Okay? All of that free punani, she keeping a receipt. And this is how they think. Now, women are going to tell us why. Well, we do this because, like, I don't care. I'm talking to men, ladies. I'm not talking from your point of view. I don't give a fuck what you saying against me about, well, that's not what we're actually doing. And you need to understand that I don't care at this moment. We're telling men, we're talking to men, and we're educating men. If you want to tell us from your point of view, you jump up here with some money and break it down the way you want it to break down. We're just teaching men at this point. But shout out to my brother, 30, 95K a year, single father, college educated. He out here bossing up. It's boss up out here. Learn to treat yourself well. He says, give yourself the love you seek in the world and your worldview will be in a better place. You're going to see the world completely different. Now, this self-love thing is what a lot of people are doing, but they're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong. I get what they're doing. It's kind of like the free agent lifestyle, but it doesn't have levels to it. What they're doing is healing from trauma. So they're loving themselves from healing with trauma. What we're trying to do is protect you and get yourself to leverage and options. That's two different things. That's two different strategies. People are like, just love yourself and make yourself here. They're healing from trauma. We're also healing from trauma and we're leveling up. We're bossing up. We're giving leverage and options. It's not the same. It has more layers to it. The free agent lifestyle is a little bit deeper. Shout out to Donnell L in the building. Shout out to you. And Black Man in the Suburbs. Coach, I remember when I was engaged at 20, I bought this book because it came highly recommended by my pastor. Once I started using it, my ex-fiance gave me the clap. And I'd argue that she was drier than the Sahara Desert. She had an allowance of $1,000 a month while I was in college too. She got my ass good. Damn.
Gotcha, bitch.
Damn. It's a cold world out here. It's a cold world. But yes, man, I'm telling you, most apex predators and women that are not suitable for love and romance constantly use the love languages to reinforce their relationships. It's a way for her to continue to try to figure out how to give you something to get something in return, which is just transaction. It's just a transaction. Relationships are transactional. It's just like what a prostitute does. It's just like what a stripper does. What does a stripper do? Hi, handsome. Hi, sexy. All right. And she comes over and she sits next to you and she, you know what I mean? She talks to you and she leans in and, you know what I mean? She puts her hair, she put them white girl hairs on your neck. You know what I mean? Or she'll put her big fat black ass cheeks on you and shit, and she'll lean over and let you see her cleavage, and she's just guiding you along. She'll rub your shoulders. You know what I mean? You're not the type that usually is in here. All right. What is she trying to do? Is she just keeping conversation? No. She's trying to sell you something. Then she'll get on top of your leg. You want to dance? Yeah, dance. Grind on my fucking leg. All right. And she'll grind on your leg and shit. She's a easy lover. Your wife is doing the exact goddamn same thing. She'll grind on your leg and shit, and the song will end. It's a 4-minute song. It ends in 2 fucking minutes. You were like, she was like, yeah, I'll dance for you. $15, $80, $100 a song. And she'll fucking grind on your fucking leg. She'll put pussy juice on your leg. All right, $85 a song. She's a easy lover. And then guess what? You're like, this is a 4-minute song. I'm about to be out here with snail trail all up and down my jeans. Song ends in 2 fucking minutes. You're like, what kind of song? The DJ up there, Better Bachelor Joker up there. He used to be a stripper DJ. He gonna remix it. Chicka, 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 chicka. Wait a minute, what happened? What does she do? Does she leave? Oh, thank you for the $85. Nope, she just does this. She puts her titties in your face like this. She just pauses like this. She don't get off your leg. She don't wipe the dookie crumbs off your leg. She just waits like this. She waits for the next song to come on. Here come the next song. Chicka, 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 chicka. Break them off something. And then here come the next song. You want another dance? Titties in your face. Titties all in your face. And then she's like, do you want another dance? Oh, well, go ahead. All right. She's an easy lover. All right. Like, bruh, dude, this is manipulation. Just manipulating you. And they have a system that you're not prepared for. You don't go to enough of these to actually prepare for the shit. Once you do, you already know. All right, bitch, nah. Don't come over here and rub on my shoulder. Get the fuck away. All right. Soon as you sit down, here she comes. Hi, handsome. Go next. Go somewhere. Here's $5. Go buy yourself a drink. Don't talk to me. They like, oh shit, this nigga know what he doing in here. And then you point. Get her over here. Right here. Come sit on my fucking lap. Let's go. You start dictating shit. And they're like, okay, all right. She can't even get her rid of him and shit. Come on, dance. Throw that ass in the circle, bitch. All right, here you go. Here's some dollars. Come on, bitch. Right? That's how you got to go in there in the strip club. You got to go in there. Get away, bitch. I don't want you. It's always the ugly bitches jumping up into your face fronts. No, bitch. You ain't busy enough. All right, then you look like a fucking chicken. Next, where's the bitches with the ass? Where's the Latinas at? Where's the Brazilian babes at? All right, get away. No, I don't want you. No, go. Here's $5. Get away. All right, don't let them try to come up in here, manipulate you, and rub your back. Nah, bitch, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Go buy yourself a drink. That's how you got to treat the dating marketplace. Hi, handsome. Next. Get away from me, bitch. I don't want to talk to you. All right, don't come in here with that bullshit trying to butter me up. And they're like, he's bitter. All right, he's hurt. Somebody must have hurt him. He needs to heal. No, I don't. I'm calling the shots in here. I'll tell who will grind on my fucking dick tonight. Let's go. You, right here. She's like, I don't want to grind on you. I got money. Let's go. Big head hundreds. Right here on my lap. Let's go. All right, you ain't calling the shots. Bitch, get on this. You want to eat? You want rent this month? Let's go. You got to call your shots out here, because otherwise you're going to get manipulated. You want to be out here. You want to get what you want out here, right? Let's go. Kick the song up. I want the 4-minute version. Easy Lover. Let's go. All right, come on. Throw that ass in the circle, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. Make it rain on the bitch. Playing with these people, man. I ain't playing. I came here to get who I wanted. Not who you I'm not going to take what you're giving me. I want that girl right there. Boss up 2025.
Better boss up, nigga.
All right, let's go. Get these other girls up out my face. And she's like, but I normally charge, I don't care what you normally charge. You're going to get $60. Throw that ass in the circle. I know you got rent due. All of y'all bitches in here broke and it's slow. You, $60 a dance on the dick. Let's do it. All right, come on, man. Bitch in here trying to negotiate. Come on. You got bills to pay, huh? Your kid needs shoes for school. Let's go. I'm leaving in 20 minutes. You got 3 dances. And then I'm going to leave. You're going to give me what I need, and I'm going to go home to my miserable wife. Throw that ass in the circle. I want to feel pancakes tonight. Call your shots out here, gentlemen. Call your shots. Get what you want out of this life. Don't accept these crumbs that they're out here giving you like you're supposed to be happy for crumbs. All right, I think I got everybody. But other than that, thank you for the support. I appreciate y'all, man. We're going to get out of here, man. It's going to be a great night. Hit the showers. Take a shower, y'all. All right, take a shower and wipe the crumbs out your eyes. Get a good night's sleep. And yes, we're out of here. New intro. Peace.
better boss up, nigga.